Good morning, everybody. I'm Jimbo.
And I'm Kemper.
We're the Stand. And it's bright and early on Sunday morning. One hell of a weekend behind us so far. And I think this might be, and I'm throwing up some air quotes. I know you guys can't see it, but one of the craziest weekends I've ever seen.
Yep.
I mean, they're coming out of the woodworks, man. I mean, gosh almighty.
Yep.
To add to the idiocy, you got flat out lies, misinformed, uninformed, and throw on top of that just a dabbling of crazy. And man, what a cake you come up with! Goodness gracious, that's what you got for your birthday, Matt. That's your birthday cake.
Dude, it must be my birthday every day, huh?
Oh, how's everybody in the chat? If you guys been catching some of this weird happenings, throw us up a 1 in the chat. And I'm talking about Tina, Ernie, Gigi. Oh my goodness. I mean, some just outlandish, wild, and crazies. So I've been on the road a lot today. Took my daughter out of town. Well, I took my daughter, but my son and my wife went too. But it was, specifically to take my daughter down there to see her friend. But while I'm on the road, I'm talking to, I think, one of the most popular people in America right now, man. Like Bernie Smells. How about a happy emoji for Bernie? I was talking to him today, and I was going to be honest. Bernie's got some stuff in the works.
Good.
So I know it's kind of late, and Jamie's usually not up this late, but I've been told that Bernie wants to talk to you, Jamie. He's calling you out. Bernie wants to speak to you in front of everybody on the stand. Bernie versus Jamie. And he said you better come prepared with all your heat and passion too, because Bernie's gonna be ready. So throw us a heart up there if you want to see Bernie versus Jamie on here on the stand.
Is he even gonna let Bernie speak? He didn't even let Ernie speak.
He didn't let Ernie speak, but now Bernie's got to get some respect. I'll have to mute Jamie so he can go right there.
Dude, he had me hurt last night, dude. I was laughing so hard.
Oh, goodness. You know what? While we're talking about good old Bernie, I made a little highlight film from last night, just a little bit of it. Like, of course, it gets better every time, but just wanted to touch on a few of his highlights from last night. I was going to share it with you guys. You guys want to see a little bit of Bernie from last night?
Hell yeah.
It was some good stuff. Can you see that in the window, Matt?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's hear what old Bernie's got to say.
Wipe your butt on your windshield. I'll leave you a clue. Because on your car, right?
That's what you said.
Get up on your car, right? Now wipe your butt on your windshield. I'll leave you a clue. Because they want to communicate with you.
That's too much DNA.
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
So wait, the Sasquatch gets up on your car and wipes his butt?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Leaves a hair behind.
He leaves a her behind.
I think Bernie got tickled right there. You see that?
Oh God, that was good.
Leaves a her behind.
You better not be taking a drink when Bernie Smells is on the panel. You will spit it out, I promise.
Hold on, I think he's snorting something, guys.
He's under attack. He's under attack. Bernie Smells is actually a fictional character, or is he? You decide.
I got this on the set of Cobra Kai. Do or die. No mercy for you, Jimbo.
I thought we were friends again.
Was that a shooting star that just went by the screen?
Oh, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
That was a shooting.
Hey, Xander got mad when you called me bro.
Well, he's just mad because I don't put it in his butt.
Shit.
He's a her behind.
There, and there.
Oh God.
That's a cool deal. Cool deal.
Oh Lord.
Oh,
See, that's what I mean, guys. You got to know the signs and the symbols.
Yeah.
When they leave a her.
So that, dude,
That's his trigger. That's his trigger.
a her.
Hers his trigger.
I like that when you do that right there, right? Her.
He
Triggered,
must have
guys.
just got a mean ass drain going.
I like how he's cut out some pieces of paper and
Oh,
made them
Lord.
on the hat.
No.
Can we see those very real teeth on your hat, Bernie?
Every time Tina loses a tooth, goes
angel
right here.
Wings.
It's three molars.
So there you have it. That's just a little bit.
Dude, that was good
A little
shit.
bit of Bernie from last night. You know, it's just like a teaser video. Go check out our video from last night, our lives, and find that part of it, rewatch it, and it is absolute gold.
Yes.
It is absolute gold. I mean, I knew what was coming. I've edited the video today, and right there, I was just laughing my ass off. You guys, I had you on mute so you couldn't hear me, but I can't watch it without laughing.
Yep. I was over here cracking up, dude. It just probably worse than it was last night.
Yeah. Now, I will tell you now, I've been receiving a whole lot of hate mail. Now, I'm being serious. Over the making fun and poking fun. And you know what? It is fun. It's not an attack like we've seen others do on, from the real bounty hunter. But it's fun. It's in jest. Everybody gets it. And it ain't hurting nobody.
Nope.
And if you really want to be a celebrity, and we know that's definitely what his goal is. You really want to be a celebrity, I mean, you got to have a little bit of a thick skin and be able to take that, right?
Yep. Anything you do in the public eye.
Exactly. I mean, it's, you're open for prodding. That's a bad word. But you're open for, jokes and people pointing out and micromanaging and looking at everything. Like, they're going to do it, and if you can't handle it, you might just want to shut down and move on.
Yep.
Especially if you're going to have this, offensive mode where you
attack
2 forms of ID and, just ridiculous things. And, I mean, yeah, it's like the SNL skits. It's fun.
Yep.
And so for all you guys and gals that don't like it, I got some advice. Just scroll right on by. Don't watch it.
Yep.
If you don't like it, don't watch it. You know, my wife watches that pimple popping on her phone. I can't stand it. It makes me sick. It disgusts me. But you know what? I don't watch it. I don't look at it.
But you complain.
I complain, but I don't look at it. It's not my thing. You know?
Yep.
So if I'm not going to support it and it's not something I want to do or look at, I just scroll right on by. When it pops up on my Google or where she's had my phone and my YouTube and searching for it, like it pops up there, scroll right on by. I don't click on it. If you don't like it, leave it alone. Go on somewhere. New England Pats loves a pimple popping, honey. You got a fellow pimple pop lover here.
Hi, I like you.
And she said, she likes you. Even though you're a New England Patriots fan.
It's all right. We don't have to talk about football.
Tough tits on a boar hog. That's right, Spooky. Worthless as tits on a boar hog.
What is?
I'm quoting Jamie. Lord.
What, Jamie?
Good Lord Almighty.
Jamie
Good God
said?
Almighty.
Dude, that he had me
He
laughing.
says good tits on a boar hog.
He said one day that Tina's daughter was as worthless as tits on a boar hog.
And he meant it.
Yep. Every word.
Oh, she said, I like you too. Stop it, Jimbo, Cowboys fan. She likes you too, honey.
Everybody likes
My wife bought me a brand new Dallas Cowboys hoodie tonight, by the way. It's awesome. She also bought me a Larry Bird shirt. That's my hero from way back. My first ever real life hero, Larry Bird. Legend. He's the reason why I love basketball the way I do.
Oh, French Lick, Indiana.
Yes, sir. The hick from French Lick.
Yep.
But so we got. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I remember watching a video not long ago, and they were talking about Larry Bird, and I think they were playing the Lakers or somebody, and they had a white guy guarding Larry Bird, and he got pissed off at the team, said that they were disrespecting him.
He really felt that way. He really felt that way.
I was just like, damn, Larry.
Yep, he really felt that way. And you know, for him, he wanted to have fun, just like just like I'm saying with us, we're going to have a little fun too. Because you know, we do bring you the facts, and everything we do is factual based, and we bring the receipts. But you know, it doesn't have to be somber all the time. You know, and so lighten the mood some, lighten the mood.
Absolutely.
Have a 4-hour live. We got 20 minutes worth of Bernie. That's pretty awesome. And just let me tell you this too: if you don't like Bernie, you might as well just not watch, because he's going to be here a lot. He's getting requests from many places, so he might be popping up all over the place.
Yeah.
I tell you, he's working on some wardrobe stuff. Like it's getting real in here, man. It's getting real.
Oh, yeah.
Bernie is not going away, my friend. Bernie will be here longer than Tina's new restaurant. I guarantee it.
Yep. And I can tell you, they ain't near as busy as they're putting on. Not near as busy.
Yeah.
If they're as busy as they say, it's because nobody knows yet, which I doubt. It's Newport. So I'm saying, yeah, it's the one time. It's in Newport. It's across from Cosby High School. It's not very populated. Not many people go out that way, because I do believe Carver's is even shut down until season opens back up. So it's a ghost town over there pretty much. And they're over here acting like they got people squeezing in and no room. No, fuck that shit. If you've been busy, you need to clean that ass, Tina, you nasty bitch.
Yeah, and that's another issue. Like, you're gonna have a successful restaurant, man. You got to clean up. Like, nobody wants to buy food from stinky, crusty people, man. I mean, just gonna tell you, even if the restaurant already had a good reputation for food and good service,
It's gonna go down.
yeah, you got to maintain. If you don't, then you're just gonna ruin it, like you have everything else.
Well, it's all about the person that runs it And like you said, look at how great the hemp cafe is.
You know, Xander actually said the words tonight. Somebody said something about how's the cafe doing, and he said,
Yep.
"Well, if you're talking about the hemp cafe, it's dead."
Yep.
Um,
Guess what? So is Hillbillies. It's about to be. That's the name of the restaurant, unless they changed it.
sorry, it was me.
I hope so. It wasn't me.
I'm
No.
pulling up some more receipt here. We're getting ready to discuss a little GG. If I can pull it up and see it good enough. I wanted you guys to be able to read that with me, but may not be able to.
Man, that woman. It's almost like she gave birth to Tina. That's how dumb they are. It's like they're so similar. It's like Ernie's her brother. I swear.
Well, she's made some claims tonight that are just, GG-ish.
Well, I mean, I do know that she made a little video where she had made some comments to Tina and them about them microdosing their children or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to share. That's what I can't. It's not. Well, I don't know. I ain't seen the video. This is a comment she made on Xander and Tina's video.
That's what I'm saying. It's like her screen record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her comment, I guess, on her. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up and read it to you guys. I was gonna share it. I mean, I've got it here to pull up, but honestly, I can't read it on my screen, so I know when I pull it up, you won't be able to see it either.
No, I haven't heard about when Gigi went on Ziggy's. What happened with that? Jenny.
Yeah, do tell.
That would be interesting.
Let me get back over here in the chat so I can watch. I want to see that. What happened with Gigi on Ziggy's? Is Ziggy here tonight?
I think I saw somebody say hi to her a minute ago. I could be wrong.
Welcome in, Ziggy. So Gigi was there and spoke some ignorance. I take it.
I think that's all she can speak, dude. She's front. Oh my God! Yes, the Krusty Krab, Spooky.
I can't even get in the house for nothing.
Them hopping crabs.
Okay.
Let's see here.
I want to say thank you to everybody that has wished me a happy birthday. Even though it's not officially my birthday anymore, thank you guys. Really, you showed me a lot of love last night and even now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Did you say it's not officially your birthday anymore?
It's now 12:54 on March 6th.
Right, but did you say officially or officially?
I probably said officially. Did I say it wrong?
Yeah, you said officially. You know
Okay.
that's not a word.
Well, what about offical? Can we go there with it?
Offically. Offically.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so I've got it here where I've got old man eyes too, guys. You got to remember that. Remember, I'm the guy who still refers to tapes and cassettes. So,
happy birthday, cowgirl.
Oh, we got another birthday. Happy birthday. Yeah, now we can just blow that thing out. Shit. Save it, and then I'll turn it around and stretch it out.
I'm waiting to see Jenny Penny or Ziggy talk about the show. I'm not seeing nothing yet.
All right, so if it comes up there, we'll Ziggy, that oppositional effect, Gen P at Brit. Oh, his hearts. Ziggy, tell us what happened. Ziggy, come on, Ziggy. What happened with Gigi? Well, let me while she's talking about it, let me read this. Let me read this comment left for Xander and Tina. And this is quite interesting, even though it's coming from a complete nutbag. It's obviously one of their own nutbags because they've been on again, off again. Like she's been down to the hemp cafe, going live from the hemp cafe, and all this.
Mm-hmm.
So here's in the words, as best I can interpret, from the great GG. Back off, Ernie. You should not be giving him gummies or your kids. my doctor said. He may have the same blood disorder I have. We cannot tolerate those drugs. It can kill us. It's not super soldier shit. It's facts. It freaks us out and can kill us, and at least get us arrested or held in a psych wards. And we are not crazy. God watches you. Remember that. That's not all of it. There's more. That's not even the one I saw earlier. So it gets even deeper. It gets even deeper. Can you imagine that? There we go. Let's see. Goodness gracious, Matt.
What?
I should have been more prepared. You know, I just walked in the door right before I got in here. So what I'm going to start doing is taking my laptop with me and maybe using the hotspot to just get enough internet to get prepared when I'm going to be gone.
That sounds cool. Yeah. I mean, I think we do okay for people to just walk in the door and hop online when we get
Oh,
home.
yeah. We're definitely in the running for Rookies of the Year, I think. We're definitely in the running. Right.
Okay, hold on. Ziggy's talking. Let's see here. Hold on. I've seen some very familiar words. Something about the sheriff or somebody working for the mob.
What?
It's pretty odd, dude.
Yeah.
No, that's one of their favorite things to say.
I know you came on last night. Do you want to come on and just tell it instead of having to type it all out?
Because we want to know.
Oh, yeah, we want to know for sure.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. I'm going to read the rest of Ziggy's, or not Ziggy's, sorry.
Oops.
TG's claimed at him, man. It's just.
Yep.
Involves their children is the reason why I'm going to, because they're like saying they don't microdose and that
They passed drug test.
Christmas and they passed drug tests and all this, and then you got Gigi who's been over there with them, actually claimed and says she's been over there with them and saw something, and she's calling them out. Oh, here it is. Let's see what's good enough. Shit, no. There we go.
I'm very interested in the house that's
Mm-hmm.
out in the country.
Got it. You hear it go click? Here go click. All right. Did Ziggy? Oh, I'm laying in bed, just want to chill. I don't blame you. Yes, Gigi is very special, Mod Squad. Here's what she finished this off with after the first message I just read. I had to go to the doctor yesterday. This is Gigi talking to Xander and Tina. I had to go to the doctor yesterday, and he is sending it off for a full toxicology report. Listen, never give those to your kids again. Your daughter, the little one, told you she hates them. I heard her. I was there. Your gummies freaked me out. That's not a conspiracy. It's drugging people. I hope they close you down. Say what?
Mm-hmm.
The folks at the asylum are turning on each other, man.
Yep. Dude, it's wild, man. I mean, okay, we've all heard the shit that Tina and Ernie spews out. Most of us heard Gigi on her rants of ignorance.
Thank you, Ziggy. Ziggy gave us permission to play it if somebody finds a timestamp on her live, I guess. So we appreciate that. Thank you for that. Now continue, Matt. Sorry, just wanted to say thank you because she's about to pass out.
I don't forgot.
Somebody
So-
remind Matt what he was talking about.
Oh, I was talking about how we've heard the ignorance from Gigi, Tina, Ernie, all that. But it's very amusing listening. I think it was last night's live with Tina and Xander, them throwing Ernie under the bus. And now we've got Gigi talking shit to Tina. And them. It's just, it's funny as shit that it's happening like this. I mean, we should all expect it because they're all narcissistic and just shit people. I think a lot of us are hoping that it happens, but I mean, it's like you said, the crazies turning on the crazies. It's going to become quite a show.
Oh yeah, it's going to be awesome. Lots of fun coming up. We're going to have, I mean, like I said, we're going to have to start outlining the show because we're going to have segments of facts, and that's the basis of the show. We're going to bring you facts and do what we do, and then we're going to have this coverage of the like the crazies attacking each other, and it's coming from all sides. Like you guys saw last night with Tina, like she was jealous of Alicia, like and throwing all these conspiracy theories out. I read a message earlier that said that
Alicia,
Jimbo, Doug, and Benny have this elaborate plan. They're working together to get Ernie off of YouTube.
Alicia's fake.
And Alicia's fake. So I don't know. I mean, I'm just gonna tell you, like, here's the kind of guy I am. If Doug and Benny and we're all working together and we got something, that we're planning on doing, we'll just tell you. Hey, we're joining forces and we're coming for you, dude.
Right.
Or bitch, whichever one you're talking to, I shouldn't say that. But she's proven over and over again. That's really what
dude, she's earned the title.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. There's certain people that you are allowed to call spade on. And
There
she's
you go,
definitely
Mama
a fucking bitch.
Yes, she is. Mama G, you got it. Heard the tooth say she was looking into Alicia and that she was brainwashing him.
Yep. And she was going to find some dirt on her, too.
Yeah, that's the only way they can explain it. Like, why would Ernie, go against his computerized.
Well, something had to happen because he was at McDonald's. He never eats McDonald's.
Oh yeah, after what they told him. After what they told him, right?
Yep.
Like, I remember we were going to Repo Cars one time, and this was long time ago, but probably at least 8 years, at least 8 years ago. But Ernie was with me, and we were repossessing cars, and I didn't have a whole lot of money. And of course, I was paying for everything. So, but we'd been going all day, and I was like, Ernie, we'll stop at McDonald's. Just let's eat off the dollar menu, okay? Okay, bro, I understand that. Dude orders $4 chicken sandwiches and 3 of those dollar French fries. I'm like, dude,
you just ate mine with dinner too.
I'm like, we're eating off the dollar menu for a reason, buddy. So, but yeah, Ernie loves some McDonald's. So if they've told him something that has swayed him from McDonald's, that's taken a
well, I think it has something to do with it's some conspiracy about some children talking about things in the food at McDonald's. And when I'm saying that, like along the lines of what Tina says about the woodshed.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
What did they tell him not to eat meat?
Taylor Smith.
Tacos?
Let's see here.
He's not going to ever stop eating tacos and quesadillas.
No. Abusive controllers are like that. They can't see how anyone would move on because of their blind spots of God-like complex. So, and it's funny because Tina actually uses that word, control.
Yep.
handlers, controllers. Even said something about me when I saw him at McDonald's that I was trying to be his handler. I don't want to handle Ernie at all. I just want him to stop what he's been doing. And for the last couple of days, he really has backed off of it quite a bit. So I give him credit for that. Hopefully he'll stick to it. I wish that he would just, at least make a blanket statement and say, to those who I have harmed or to those who I have done damage to in any way, shape, or form, I'm sorry. I would love to see him say that. I don't think we'll ever see that. I could be wrong. I've been before. But at least right now, he's not currently that we see going aggressive on anybody online anyway. And honestly, I haven't received any new emails or new people reaching out. Now we still have the people that we're trying to help and investigating for and trying to shut him down for, but I haven't received any new. Have you, Matt?
No, not about Ernie.
Not within the last 2 or 3 days anyway.
About Tina, yes, not Ernie.
Yeah, it's Tina stepping up to the plate. She's ready.
She wants some attention, is what she wants, guys.
Yeah,
she's begging for it.
Yep. And let's give it to her. Let's give it to her.
Yep.
You kind of like Ernie. He asked for it, he got it.
Yep.
You asked for it, you're gonna get it.
She's been told numerous times, chill the fuck out, and she has not. And I know a lot of people in that community would love to see them gone. I know they would. I mean, as much shit as they've done to people in that community since they moved there, you think their internet game is horrible and evil? It ain't shit to there being your neighbor game. I can promise you that.
And Xander must be the most uninformed person in the entire situation. Like Tina's sitting there telling stories, and he goes, "Oh, what? Huh? When did he do that?" Like he was talking to her. It was either today's live or yesterday, and he was like, "Oh, Jimbo was there," and
Yep.
she was like, "Was he on live?" And Tina was like, "No, they were face to face. Jimbo went and saw him."
He was like, "Oh,
really?"
What was even better was I was listening tonight before we came on here. He's sitting there talking about how he's on the phone with Ernie. And this is around the time he had gotten back into his van from the highway. And he's driving down the road and he's on the phone with Ernie. And Ernie keeps asking Xander where he's at because he thinks he's in the car with him. So he keeps looking around wanting to know where Xander is. And he's on the phone with him. Just shows you where Ernie was at that day.
Oh. Ernie getting attacked by his vehicle and Tina's feeding him that info, and you wonder, people are saying, is he on drugs? Is he crazy? Is he this? Is he that?
Nope.
Well, I mean, all the evidence shows certain things. It's for you to decide. And even with that, with all the conspiracy theories, I don't know that anybody will ever have a definitive answer, because no matter what is said or proven, they're going to put a spin on it.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to put a spin on it. Like, she's still sticking to that as of today, that Ernie took a drug test at the Madison County Detention Center.
Yep.
Like he even admitted to me on there when he came on the panel the other day that, no, I don't remember that. No, I didn't. So,
yep.
And he told that story because he wanted people not to think he was on drugs. And, you got to have, because people don't believe the story that your car is talking to you. And He told me he was hearing stuff in his head, and it was like grinding noises.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that. I mean, that's not so far fetched that I couldn't believe it. I mean, it's possible. You hear people say they hear voices all the time or things like that, but that's more believable than well, I took a drug test and passed it, because we all know that's a false statement. And then when you get caught with the false statements, you go,
It wasn't me, it was Tina.
yeah.
Or I don't remember.
Ernie did have a chip. It was called Tina, mind controlling Tina. That's about right, Taylor. That's about right.
Well, what was even funnier in that live, if anybody knows anything about QAnon and their conspiracies, you probably know about Isaac Cappy and his list. Well, they were comparing Ernie to Isaac Cappy and said that Isaac Cappy even went through Ernie type situations where he, quote unquote, suicided himself.
Yeah.
So,
then didn't you tell me that it was actually
they say it was Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah. And Tom Hanks moved to Greece after he was arrested with his wife in Australia.
Let me tell you something now. I can see that Tom Hanks would do that, because I have seen on video, and I swear to you, bro, I've seen Tom Hanks talking to a volleyball like they were friends. He even named it Wilson and everything.
Hell yeah. But no, dude, like they're sitting here. They're not QAnon guys, but they're spitting everything that QAnon spits. Everything. Oh, we were doing this before. It don't matter. You're still that fucking bunch of freaks. I mean, no story you tell is believable to the sane mind.
Yeah. And like I said, I've got really good friends who are conspiracy theorists and have conspiracy theories, and I respect them.
Mm-hmm.
And they're intelligent. Lots of them are really intelligent. So when they tell me why they believe what they believe, I listen to it. And even though I don't agree with it, I give them the benefit of the doubt for the reason they believe it. And I won't say that I've never changed my mind and said, maybe you're right. But when you got people coming at you the way Tina does, that's totally different. When they use words that they can't spell or even say correctly, and just wait, guys. We haven't even scratched the surface on what we're going to bring to the table on that one.
But I want to say that I do know that there are people call them true conspiracies or real conspiracies. It's not a conspiracy if they're coming out and telling you. It really isn't. If they're straight up telling you that they're trying to get the entire world on one currency, digital currency, the same. Basically, if you go to the World Economic Forum's website, they tell you what they're wanting to do.
Yep.
Okay. Now, all this QAnon bullshit, there is parts in QAnon that are real, but just like Ernie and Tina, they bring a nugget of truth and they build this fantastic story around it.
Gossip, yes. Tom Hanks does have dual citizenship.
Yep.
That's a fact.
Yep. With Greece. And it's supposedly so he can't be extradited for being a pedophile.
No, that's not true.
But this is what they say. This is why I laugh.
So if you're a pedophile in Greece, you can't be extradited?
No, I guess they don't extradite for it in Greece.
Yeah, that's why Tom Hanks went there and became a citizen.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Dirty rats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd like to live there too, Spooky. It'd be cool.
Greece?
Yeah, I'd like to go anywhere in Europe, man. I've never been. It'd be awesome.
Live there or go there?
Go.
You said I'd like to live there.
Well, hell, I'd love to live in Ireland, to be honest.
Would you?
Yep. If I could in a heartbeat, I would be over there. Bam.
Would you wear a kilt?
No. But the thing is like
Why
you have
not?
to go through a lot worse process than it is into the United States or any other place because they are somewhat of a socialist country. So not just anybody can just show up and start getting in on it. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to go through a huge application process. It takes a minute. And that's not why I want to live there. I want to live there because that's where my family comes from. So, or at least part of it. It's got the mountains. It's an island. It's beautiful.
I may have the video. Talk about some QAnon stuff there. Let me look up.
QAnon
Let me look up
stuff.
these video.
Oh dear Lord. Well, I mean, that is how I ended up crossing Tina's path in the entirely wrong way. Is in that community group. She's sitting in there throwing them QAnon conspiracies about the underground tunnels that are out in Cosby and in Hall's Top that they're trafficking humans through. And I laugh at a comment. That's all I did was in a laugh emoji. Boom. What does she do? She's got my Facebook profile looking at me, saying, expect us.
Well, did they show up?
No. Dude, they've thought, okay, in this past year, they thought at first I was in Lansing. And then, no, wait, he's in Cott County. Oh, no, wait, that's really Jimbo running that account. Oh, no, wait, he's back in Lansing. This has been the past year.
Now
You getting
These
around, ain't you, dude?
great investigators they are. Because I don't even live in Lansing. Oh, well.
All right. Let's see here.
Did you find us something, man?
I found it.
Where?
I'm gonna play this. Ziggy gave us permission, but I'm still gonna play it under the Fair Use Act, and I'm gonna stop it every few minutes. I've not heard this, so all this is gonna be new to me, and I'm not gonna be able to see the chat because I've got a different window up. So I'll stop it and we'll check the chat and we'll talk a little bit. Okay, is that cool?
No.
Let's see what Gigi said on Ziggy's panel, and I thought I had it paused, but I didn't, so I'm going to back it up just a tad. What kind of crazy man am I? Right. So I see Gigi. It looks like her face is even on panel. Oh no. Here we go.
And she won't be the last child. This started a year ago. A year ago, we could track this back to these videos being sold overseas for enjoyment. Wow. Go over to the Big Griff. You'll see it for yourself. Even your chats, your comments are translated to other languages to read. He is so upset. He was in tears. I'm not in tears because I knew what was going on, so I privated my videos every time. I knew that BK was kin to Don a long time ago.
She's saying BK is kin to Don Wells?
Yep. She said that before, too. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I think Tina's hinted around at it, too.
Yeah. It looks like she's reading this, actually. Like she's looking down at something reading it, so.
Don's real father's name was Johnny Madison Williams Jr. He was a bank robber back in the day. He robbed banks in California and in Texas. His wife, Carol, drove the getaway car. She was his seventh wife, actually. Don's mother was Karen, but not Karen Goad. That was why I kept making that point to you guys. Her name was Karen Williams, and she lived in Arkansas. Yeah.
Live in Arkansas. Reckon that ties her to Ernie? Didn't Ernie do some stuff in Arkansas?
Yeah, I guess.
What's your name? Cindy Moon McWilliams. All of these people have followed every tragedy that America has had, starting at Ruby Ridge, going to Anderson, South Carolina shootout, then into Waco, which they called Rubyville, and Donnie went by Donnie Roy Boy Wells. Everywhere that they go, they're anarchists. They don't believe in the government. They're sovereign citizens.
You talking about the Whales or the Tina Simmerly? Everywhere they go, they're anarchists, and they're yeah. I just Ernie shelled that comment.
Yeah, you did, man. You just created a new one.
And yeah, making new words up.
A Jimboism.
Sovereign citizens. That word's coming up more and more, huh?
That's one of their things, man. But that, as I said, it's QAnon.
Uh-huh.
The name that they choose because they don't have a government name. So this is how they get by with what they do, whatever name they're arrested on. Well, you better go pull that name. You'll find those arrests, but you have to go find every name that they used in every state that they've been in. Well, now they find themselves wanting to make their headquarters in Tennessee. These creators that come on around you guys were all brought in after the fact, after it had already happened this summer. That includes Scott H., cracking cases, and a lot of other people, you guys, were involved.
You know what I'm starting to figure out, man? I think every crime in America is either done by or set up by a YouTube creator. I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it.
Word.
Everything that happens, it happens on YouTube, right? And I had no idea.
They're all going to Tennessee, dude. You
know, money. The people that own the Meadows are Allie's real mother, Allie from Cam and Allie's cracking cases.
Wait, do you think Scott H?
Ziggy, you can see her. She's up there trying not to laugh. When she finally speaks, she starts giggling. You know.
Henry Bishop Eldridge. Scott H. lives right there in Jonesboro. He used to work for Tucker Drywall himself, and in fact, I have a video of him admitting it. He also bought a truck from Don Wells, but he claims he was drunk that day, so he didn't remember that was Don Wells. So everything, it doesn't really matter what you believe or not, because the case comes to this. We have all the proof, all the videos, all of them admitting to what they done. The FBI has them, the marshals have it, and the TBI has it. Everybody has it. There's no point in this anymore. The thing is, how far will they go? How long will they continue to lie? Look up their address. You'll find them.
If all that's true, why hasn't the FBI or the TBI, the marshals, or somebody made some arrests?
What a good question.
I was going to ask how long ago this was. And if it's more than 2 days, there's a problem.
I think
because you would think. Was it?
No. Well, stream live on January 2nd. My bad.
So, yeah, they should have already made those arrests that she's got the proof into.
Yeah.
All the videos.
You just threw every alphabet agency under the bus like everybody knows. Why ain't they doing nothing, man?
Yep.
I mean, does Don Wells have that many connections, that much power?
I think he does, dude.
I mean, I don't know him, but we're looking at the same dude, right? Like, the same Don Wells we're talking about? Everybody talking about the same guy? I don't know about all that, man.
Our eyes and ears have deceived us.
Oh, my God. I forgot. Oh, man. I forgot. Thank you for reminding me. Only our God-given hearts will be.
I don't know.
Tonight, I know for a fact they called in Crime Stories Obsessed was questioned, and Predator Hunter Nation was called in and questioned. And so slowly they are being pulled in. I don't think they even knew everything until earlier this week when Discord was broken into. When the report went to crimes, what is that? CMAT, Endangered and Missing Children, Endangered and Exploited Children. The report went to them about Chase because he had started his channel 4 days before Summer was reported missing.
Uh-oh. There we go.
That's the connection.
It's another damn YouTuber. Started his channel right before that happened. Oh, my God. Another YouTuber. Here we go, man. Here we go.
In Discord, he was telling people, what arguments to do. Say that I'm going to do this, say that I'm going to do that. Well, because he actually made money on that, they considered her an exploited child. So the first person they went to was Chase. Now, whoever rolled out there and went that way, I have no idea. And I see Scott's here. We can let him talk. I mean, I'm pretty sure
that's really Scott.
he worked for Detector drywall for almost his whole life. I mean, he can't really lie about it. We all know that. So, I mean, he lies out here on YouTube, but he worked with them almost his whole life.
I have to make a 6 up. Is that you? 6 up.
I mean, Jay for Justice was on his channel, heard him say the same thing. I mean, how many people even on YouTube will he lie to?
How many people on YouTube were even lied to? Can you believe this, Matt? Can you believe what we're uncovering right now?
Dude, man, this is big. It's bigly.
I mean, I'm blown away. Consider me blown away. And it ain't by the storm that's coming through. Yes. Love that comment. Gigi drank the liquid cement. I believe that, Giovanni. Or not Giovanni. I saw Giovanni's screenshot up there. Matt, are you getting sick, Matt?
No, sir.
No, Giovanni, he's not.
No, ma'am.
Right.
Not at all.
No, it's up to him. Oh, True Crime and Coffee. She runs a daycare right there in Jonesboro, too, in the Meadows where Dawn works. So, pretty much everybody that's talking shit right there, I could tell exactly who they are and give you their first and last name if you like me to. Don't worry.
Wow.
Their door will be knocked.
Everybody's talking shit. She can just give you the first and last name. I wonder if there's any Steedhams in that. That she can give their first and last name.
Oh gosh, sure, like Asslinger. Huh?
Yeah.
Scott, did you want to say something since you're?
Yeah, definitely. I've been waiting for this so long, Gigi.
You could have came to me anytime.
Oh well, I've just been waiting for the opportunity. I am so ready right now to come clean to everybody.
I would appreciate it.
I mean, the FBI, Interpol, the CIA, I am so ready. I am glad you have brought all this to life. I'm ready to turn myself in right now. I will get.
Dude, you gotta watch the video, man. I should have shared it. She's like raising her eyebrows, like, "Damn, I got him. I've got him." So funny.
All my contacts, everything.
Did you work?
I personally exchanged letters with Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un from North Carolina or North Korea. I spend Thanksgiving with him, actually. Joe Biden flies me over on Air Force 2 with Hunter to go over there to make all of these deals. I am so glad you are bringing all this stuff.
Did you work for Tucker Drywall?
No.
Okay, you did.
No, I actually own Tucker Drywall.
You own
Yeah. Richard Tucker is a front for me to launder all this money, all these states and all these countries.
You can't tell the truth because you're for
overseas. That's how this whole deal works. You're close.
Yeah.
But you haven't found it all out yet. But I'm here to spill the beans on all of it.
Just remember, your entertainment is a 5-year-old little girl.
Everybody.
Oh, here we go. Did you hear what that bitch just said?
Yep.
And this is what makes me mad, for real. Like, there are people who have the right intentions and their heart into this for the right reasons. Predator Hunter Nation, not one.
Nope.
GG, not one.
Definitely not.
When you start making up shit and inserting yourself into shit, you don't have the right intentions. Now they got me worked up. I didn't even know that was coming. But that's, man, I've talked to you off air so much about this. Like, that's exploitation, man. That's using a situation, a horrendous situation, to try to make yourself what and why.
Yep.
Is it that important to you to people think that you're legit, GG? Because you're not. You're a friggin' joke. There, I said it.
Thank you, entertainment. And that's your mother. Is that you? 5-year-old little girl.
Yeah.
No,
do you believe in QAnon?
No, I don't. I'm a liar.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And I can prove it with your words. With your words.
Everybody has been waiting on your
Not just me. Jay,
but you can't do anything.
Prove it with your words.
Anything.
Jay for Justice can prove it with your words too, Scott. How long are you going to lie? How much money did you make on disability besides reporting it to the IRS? Because we want to know. We want to know how long you did work for Jonesboro and what kind of chart did you get for non-wells?
You don't have to report your disability to the IRS. It's automatically, it's they know. Oh my God.
Yes, stupidity.
Who is this? Who is she talking to here? Does anybody know? Do you know who that is, Matt? The Scott?
I have no idea.
Somebody enlighten me right quick before we go on with this video. Like, who is this guy? I know somebody knows. Oh, Lord. J for Justice.
Justice.
Is that Scott? Scott's J for Justice?
Scott H. He's an amazing guy.
Yeah, that's what his avatar says. I think it's Scott H or something like that. Scott H YouTube channel. Okay. Cool. I'll check him out. I mean, sounds like he's got his head screwed on straight, and he's definitely got GG throwing the bullseyes at him. So he's got to be a pretty good dude. Maybe I'll no, Scott is not Jay. Okay. I'm gonna check Scott H out though, man. I mean, and I don't know. Maybe you guys throw it in the chat if you know why in the world she's throwing stuff at him. Like, did Gigi make a $10,000 GoFundMe? Let's see. What chat moving too fast for me here? Probably.
Yeah, man. I know. I'm trying to keep up.
Oh, that's Ziggy. Didn't Gigi make a $10,000 GoFundMe today to help find Summer Wells? Today? Oh, we need to get that shut down, guys.
Yeah.
Yep. Everybody go report that to, which is probably already shut down, but report that to GoFundMe. And this is the same bitch that sent me a bunch of damn Cash App requests over and over, hoping I'd accidentally click on one and send her money.
Oh, Lord.
Let me pull this book up and play.
See that, Jimbo?
I bought no trophy.
No, I don't see it. What are you talking about?
The comment.
Which one? Let me see.
The one I've got highlighted.
Oh, Lord. Yeah. Yeah, when I got this other screen up, I can't see it. Yeah. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
How long you did work? Why did you start experimenting without any other content? How far do you live from the daycare in the Meadows? How far do you live from the daycare in the Meadows? Without any other content? How far do you live from the daycare in the Meadows? Coffee, crime, and crayons, your best friend. How far do you live from her?
Actually in the bedroom next door.
Okay, good, because I've got pictures of her with the police sitting outside her house. What about Bob? You got him too?
Yeah.
Okay, well, good. You're going to need.
She's got pictures of her with the police sitting outside of her house?
Yep. That's what I heard.
Well, hey, if you had that and $10, what would it get you? $10 worth of shit, right?
Right.
On that evidence, they are going to come knock on your door.
Yeah.
Hey, in the very beginning, you acted like you didn't know anybody at the Meadows, just like cracking cases, raising money like hell. But word on work that you guys acted like you had no damn clue. And more than likely, all them children on that job site, OSHA didn't like it very much. So your little friend at Tucker, you or whoever, they won't be in business long. White
Gigi,
power.
can you put the links in the private chat so we can share it for people?
Yeah, on the video.
Sorry, Scott, I don't mean
on the
to
job site.
interrupt, but I want to see some proof. So if you wouldn't mind putting it in the private chat, I would appreciate it.
Yeah, let me.
Josh, is that you in the?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ziggy, if you're still in here, do you recall if Gigi did put any links in that private chat? I'm just curious. I mean, I don't even know what links they're talking about, but I assume it's to the pictures of the police sitting at somebody's house. So, yeah, if you are still in here and you recall whether she did or didn't, I'm just curious.
Just thanks.
How you doing, Josh?
Dude, the plan is falling apart, I guess. What?
Where's Josh?
Gee, I don't.
Oh, hi Hitler. I'm glad you came too, Josh.
Why? You have some.
Did she just call Josh Hitler? Did you hear that, Matt? Hi.
I didn't hear that. I just heard her say she was glad he came.
Oh no, let me back it up. You got to hear that.
Crime and Crayons, your best friend. How far do you live from her?
Actually in the bedroom next door.
Okay, good, because I've got pictures of her with the police sitting outside her house. What about
Yeah,
Bob?
oh, yeah.
You know him too?
Yeah.
Her too? Okay, well, good. You're going to need all that evidence. They are going to come knock on your door.
Yeah.
Hey,
in the very beginning, you acted like you didn't know anybody at the Meadows, just like cracking cases, raising money like hell. But word on word that you guys acted like you had no damn clue. And more than likely, all them children on that job site, OSHA didn't like it very much. So your little friend at Tucker, you or whoever, they won't be in business long.
Gigi, can you put the links in the private chat so we can share it for people?
Yeah, on the video.
Sorry, Scott, I don't mean to interrupt, but I want to see some proof. So if you wouldn't mind putting it in the private chat, I would appreciate it.
Yeah, let me.
Josh, is that you in the?
Yeah.
Okay. Just thanks.
How you doing, Josh?
Dude, the plan is falling apart, I guess. What? Gigi, I don't.
Oh, hi Hitler. I'm glad you came, Josh.
Why?
You did.
Say to me.
Yeah, hi Hitler. I just want to say I'm with you, brother.
About what?
I don't know. Where's your dad at? What do you do?
What's that got to do with it?
It has a lot to do with
what
who you are
the hell
and who all these people are.
What are you talking? What are you talking about my dad for?
I don't know.
Josh, don't try to back out of it, buddy. She's got us, man. She's got us over a barrel.
Hold on. I want to hear what she says. Hold on. What does my dad have to do with this?
What does your dad do?
What is
that? Grow up at?
I'm not. What does that matter?
What state did you grow up at?
Are you psychic or something? Is this
We can prove every place that you guys ever lived, moving state to state to state with your little anarchist bullshit. Your race war that you're planning. You're on every list. Every one of you guys are.
No.
All right. Somebody tell me what list she's talking about.
Probably Tina's list.
You too. Go out.
You're on every list, she
Oh,
said.
shit.
Every list. Is Josh in here tonight? Probably not.
Where's that puppy at?
Dude.
Dude,
This sounds like Tina. I swear to God it does. This is Tina shit.
this lady and Tina, like it's a marriage made in heaven, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's wow. Like,
I would say that, but I butchered that a while ago, so I can't say I'm an anarchist because I'd screw it up. But what in the hell, man? Like I think I texted you like she's 2 nuggets short of a Happy Meal. Like,
yeah.
I think they let the nuggets out.
I don't think he's got a toy either.
What in the hell?
Dude, like, yep. Done.
Like,
Well done.
Tina's level, ain't she?
Dude. I swear it's like she just came from a meeting with Tina. They've I don't know, remotivated each other.
Now they should start a QAnon conspiracy theory channel.
Yes. And it can run in jail, prison.
Yep.
From their own cell.
From behind the walls at the Hooskow.
I don't even live in America, so listen, I don't even know what the F you are talking about.
I'm not talking to you.
I know that I've not tripped this hard since I did acid when I was 18 years old. To do freaking crazy ass bonker shit. I don't know if you need to be sectioned or medicated, but you are seriously messed up in the head, and I will absolutely pray for some sanity for you.
I want to.
Now that was Precious Chaos. Looks like the name on her, and that's exactly what I was feeling. She nailed exactly my feelings right there. Maybe she's psychic, because that's word for word what I was thinking. She absolutely nailed it. That was beautifully spoken.
Yep.
So
it was awesome.
Thumbs up for Precious Chaos letting Gigi know that she's nuttier than elephant shit.
I want to know what my dad has to do with this. Proof of what? I don't even know who you are.
Do you want me to share videos, or do you want me to keep talking to you about nonsense?
Share videos.
Hold on.
Let's see the proof. Let's see all this.
All right, Ziggy, here's the proof of your channel getting transferred to multiple languages. Hold on a second.
Josh, I'm telling you, man, she's.
Thank you, Mama Steph.
I'm coming clean with all of it.
Matt, we're not gonna do all that, man. We're not gonna transfer our videos to other languages.
Why not?
I'm just gonna have you go back and do a voiceover and just commentate in other languages. Would you do that?
Yes. I got to learn them, but I'll do it.
Oh hell, you know them. Come on now. This is YouTube, bro. You know 'em.
I'll pretend to pretend.
Thank you, thank you, Scott and Josh too, for being good sports. And
It's a blast. Good times.
I'm
But this is TBI is so overwhelmed right now.
He's funny.
So this
Oh,
Shit
don't
like
worry,
this.
they call us. We don't call them.
Exactly. TBI is overwhelmed right now, and Josh nailed it because of that crap. Because of friggin' moronic idiots that have ruined investigations and timelines. I mean, just getting in the way with their stupidity.
It's called obstruction.
It is absolutely obstruction. I mean, whatever your reasoning for doing it, you know, if you want a damn view on your damn YouTube channel or whatever it is, like you are screwing with a real life situation involving a human being and their family of human beings. Like, you are sick.
Oh, I'm sure.
I've done this for
You're on a
25
payroll,
years,
I'm
dear.
sure.
They call us. We don't call them.
Oh yeah, they got a direct line to you, like the Bat Cave.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm sure.
Okay.
Her next video is going to be on me on the laptop from hell from.
Quiet, please.
I like these guys.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be able to take his information and run with it and go set up another account. I don't believe that I have. I believe I can.
Hi, how are you?
Somewhere else if it's allowed to do. But as far as actually allowing me to share a video when I'm putting that content, and these ain't all the whole videos either. Some of these are just a 30-second cut and 10-second cut. These videos that are put over there. It's been out since 2005 when it's got him. This channel's been here since.
Is that Griff?
That's Griff.
Oh.
2005. Now, YouTube didn't start 2001.
Is this Russian?
This channel's been around.
They've been transferred into Russian and Korean language. All of our videos.
It's been going on.
Mine too. But
Even if it's true, what does that matter?
Hey,
Josh just said, even if it's true, what does that matter? What does it matter?
Right.
She is freaking crazy, man. Like,
But I'm sure it has to do with the cartel.
yeah.
quiet, please.
I know, but that's Griff's stuff.
I was gonna say, isn't that Griff's voice?
Yeah, he'll strike Ziggy. He'll strike Ziggy.
Listen, Griff is not going to strike anybody for this. If he will not.
No, he'll strike. He hates
your videos on here too.
Can you hear me, Infamous? Or I mean, can you hear me, Ziggy?
Because your videos on here too. It's your video, it's your content. They can't strike it.
Infamous, was that you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right. This is a little off topic here, but what does Griff really dislike you, Ziggy? Is there some kind of? Did I miss something? Do you know anything about that, Matt? Like
I couldn't really tell you.
Rock put on her. Huh.
I mean, I know he's gone on rants that has different names than Ernie Shell, but I couldn't tell you if it was Ziggy or not.
Well, like I said, I'm relatively new. Oh yeah, she said. Like I'm relatively new to YouTube and all this, but like I don't know, man. I mean, from what I've seen, all the videos I've seen, even when she had Ernie on her show, like, why would you
have a problem with Ziggy?
Yeah, what the hell?
Sorry, I mean,
I don't know. And I have a decent relationship with Griff. Like, we talked before, and I was on his channel several times. He's been on our channel once or twice, but I just don't understand that. I don't know, man. Of course, now we have seen with different creators, Griff is very nasty to Ziggy. Well, I don't like that.
Nope.
I don't like that. I don't understand it. So Griff isn't who he used to be.
True.
Oh, I mean, yeah. All right. I think there's only a couple more minutes left of this, but
okay.
And also, let's see, who's Summer's Army?
You can't strike it. It has your videos, your picture. You're going to see yourself too.
What?
Yeah.
Me?
You. Your videos.
Wait. So he's saying something about me too?
Your videos have also been translated to other languages and sold thousands and thousands of times.
Has it also been beamed up to space with the fucking
I don't know.
They're changing it to different languages and selling it. Oh, that makes a lot of sense now. Yeah, from what I understand, there's a lot of Russian and Korean channels and people who really want YouTube stuff that they're willing to pay for it as long as you transfer it into their language first. And what the hell?
Well, they smuggle it across into North Korea, dude. Sorry.
No idea.
I figured as much. Okay.
I'm just telling you what really has happened.
Thank you, Jenny Pitty and Navy Vet.
That just means she's really popular.
Precious Chaos, Elon Musk actually got together with me.
So basically, I don't want to hear information up because I'm not going to waste my time.
Oh, no, but you'll waste our time.
You're telling me you don't
waste our time. This is so ridiculous. This is so ridiculous, ma'am. Ma'am, this is on, and I want to be completely respectful here, but this is one of the craziest things I've ever heard.
Okay, well, I could show you and prove it to you, but you don't want to know the truth. Therefore, what's the point? What's the point?
I want 1,246 people in live chat to see it.
It's such a.
I'm trying to show it. You don't want to see it.
Summer,
I want to see it. Let's see it.
All you said. Hold on a second. All you said was that somebody's videos were translated into other languages. What does that matter?
They're selling your videos overseas to use them.
Is that the email that I got earlier?
No, I don't know. I didn't get an email
from you.
Oh, I didn't send you an email.
No, that was.
Listen, what are they selling them overseas for?
They're not.
What are we saying that's so fascinating that they care what the hell we're saying over freaking seas? We're not giving out codes to nuclear shit. We do nothing.
Setting up fights between each other on Discord. It's been set up for entertainment.
So people are paying to see us fight over here.
Can you hear Josh laughing in the background?
Yeah.
It's like it's so funny. And it is funny, man. This crazy.
From the Western world.
Well,
what about the fact that Don's related to Cash Burning?
Who's talking right now? Wait, Don's related to Cash Gurn. Who said that?
I said that. I said that's one of the first things she said was that Don is related to
Sherrard.
Yeah.
His daughter?
Yeah.
And that she has
Tom Will's daughter is Monica Sherrard.
And Drina's Monica Sherrard is Don's daughter. Yep.
Monica Sherrard is in Texas.
Exactly. So was Don.
But you also
I did a trial, a mock trial on another channel, and I was Monica Sherrard. So.
Yeah, Don was from Texas, and so was she. And that's where she was born.
Summer's Army, are you there? Summer's Army?
Oh, my voice. I'm not
Ma'am, didn't you say
that Dawn's dad
video, you
robbed
guys. I'm not
7
gonna sit
banks?
here and let you guys.
Don's dad was a bank robber.
Not want to see the truth.
Can y'all? Is that true? I mean, I assume coming out of that bitch's mouth, it ain't. Like, is there any truth to that? Was Don Wells' dad like a legit bank robber who robbed 7 banks? Anybody know? I see laughy faces. So, and a no. I see. See, no, not true. I had to ask because I want to be well informed, you know, and I believe you guys and gals way more than I believe Miss North Korea here.
Right.
Like if you really want to get it to North Korea, that you just gave it to Dennis Rodman and said, "Here, take it."
Right.
Those are there. The people that need them have them. You can believe what you want to. That's it.
Quit sending it to them.
I don't
Leave
send
people
shit to them.
alone.
I just told you that. You can't hear.
Go.
Oh yeah, they got to get you on a walkie-talkie. I forgot.
I've never sent.
I don't know.
I just chimed in, so I don't even know what's going on. So I'm not trying to like get in the Kool-Aid, but I'm just saying maybe you should see a little clip just to see what she's talking about, if it's really legit or whatever.
And then while y'all are at it, go find Chase. Maybe he'll tell y'all the truth.
Hey, Scott.
Other than that, I'm out.
Yeah. Why don't you turn over the JFK microphone file?
And the fake.
Oh, don't talk to me like that. I was nice to you, but you are a kook. Go away.
Where's Hoffa Berry?
There it is. So that was the timestamp I had.
That was beautiful, man. I like Josh even more now.
It was very informative, right? So if you thought that was just cuckoo funny, let's throw a 1 up in the chat. I mean, that was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs right there, man.
Yep.
What?
Like, and Josh handled that beautifully. Probably better than I would have, because I'd have probably cussed her a little bit because of the way she was smarting off people. But did you hear her?
Ziggy,
She said just like Tina.
Yeah, just like, I mean, they got to be blood related. They got to be. No, Ziggy, I didn't see that. She sent you 3 Cash App requests and PayPal requests. Can I ask how much? Like most of mine were for 50, and whatever wasn't for 50, they were for 20. So, I mean, it's not like enough to, you know, I don't know, rob a bank for. But it's still, you know, I think it's theft or an attempted theft. You know,
what is it?
When GG sends those Cash App requests, because it pops up on my phone as, you know, Cash App, and then you look down there and you see an amount, and you don't even, you know, well, luckily I did, but I didn't know what it was because I never had a Cash App request. But I looked at it and I was like, thought maybe somebody was sending money, and I was like, one is requesting money, and I had like 4 or 5 of them from the same person. I was like, no, this is a scam.
Yeah.
Does that ring a bell? Scam.
They all run together, dude.
Gosh almighty. And you know, and the worst part is they're all covering and reading that or using that little girl situation. There you go. Did you get that $500 Cash App, Matt?
No, I didn't.
It's not a joke, bro. It's not a joke.
I don't have a Cash App.
Uh-oh.
That's why I'm laughing.
Somebody got it. Probably Gigi.
Yep, probably did. She probably requested it. Dude, like, do they ever listen to what they're saying? Really?
I don't know that it would matter. I think they really.
I know Ernie does. Don't get me wrong. I know Ernie does that shit because I know he records his lives and listens to them and that kind of shit. Okay, like there's shit I'm sure on his phones that none of us has seen that's probably whacked out. Not even playing, but these other ones that are so confident in their fucking words and their accusations and You want me to show the videos, or you just want to keep talking? Like, really, Gigi? You ain't shit. You ain't got nothing. You still don't understand Ronnie King or that whole situation. Still don't. You sat there and read a newspaper article acting like you was teaching us some shit. Like a dumbass. Like you have no clue of what you talk about. But yet, you fling it around. I don't understand.
Sarah, I just posted my email in the chat. Now let me go back and make sure I wrote it right. Yes, I did. Oh, so goodness gracious, these people are just, and they always say that they're being watched, right? Like the FBI is watching them, and they're on these watch lists from the CIA, FBI, TBI, and
the FDA. Sorry.
Oh, you bought Matt. You won the bidding for Matt. He was the one on auction. But I don't know. Where'd you send that money to? It wasn't a GG Cash App, was it? Now, does Hawaiian money, is that the same as North Korean money?
Hawaiian money's American money, dude.
I know, dude. I was making it fun. Yeah, I'm pretty familiar with the 50 states in the United States.
I'm just so used to watching Ernie do his dumb shit, man. I was like, man, he didn't go with him, did he? American.
Yeah.
So who all watched the rest of the live that Jimbo shared last night of Tina and Xander's? Did you guys see that? I know a lot of people have been taking breaks from these fools because it can be somewhat draining.
Throw one up the chat if you actually saw their live, like all their jargon they spit out last night.
From the Oxycontin to was it Hoaxhead? Hampstead. That's what it was. Yeah.
There's some video on, or not video, maybe an article about Tina on Hoaxhead.
Because she's a meddling bitch.
Very enlightening story, actually. They deleted the live they had last night. See, I heard they did, and then I heard they didn't.
It's not. It's on Predator Hunter Nation, or at least it was.
On Predator Hunter Nation live 411. Have you checked that one? Yeah, they advertise their THC products. Now from Facebook, their stuff's gone. I reckon Tina got put in Facebook jail over that.
Over what?
For posting vapes on Facebook.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now that's what Xander said in one of the little lives I was watching. It was actually, I was trying to watch the one where Gigi was typing in there about them drugging their kids and all that. Xander was actually talking about, and he brought them back out again and showed them, we can do whatever we want on YouTube. But yeah, they put Tina in Facebook jail because of her showing these vapes on Facebook.
Good.
So it was the haters, man. The haters and the T-rolls.
And the hemp cafe is dead, according to Xander. So they're putting all their resources and push into the restaurant.
Is there a funeral for the hemp cafe? Like, is it a fickle? Is it a fickle?
Well, they're probably saying that because they can't live in a business.
Yeah.
Well, just like their drug test and stuff that they did.
Yeah.
They like to play that little game.
There's one thing that you can bank on as absolute truth, and that is that they lie about everything. The absolute truth is that they're lying about everything. Like, I'm telling you, man, if it was pouring the rain and I walked up on them and they said, "Hey, it's raining," I don't think I'd believe them.
Oh man, I'd be like, man, I'm just sweating, dude. Don't even play.
I mean, it's that serious. Like, they're so dishonest and so conniving and lying about so much. Like, how can anybody believe anything they say ever? Like, the truth evades them. Like it's just Hep C Cafe. Good one.
Well, I mean,
what's the name of their actual restaurant?
What's that?
What's the name of their actual restaurant?
I don't know if they changed the name of the restaurant, but it was called Hillbillies.
Xander said it had the name Cafe in it.
Then they might have changed it.
He said the restaurant was cafe as well. So
it could be Hillbillies Cafe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Might be. I don't know.
Either way, you guys are there. Be sure and go by and eat at the Woodshed.
You ain't got to go that far into Cosby, guys. It's right there, Cosby Highway.
Yep. The Woodshed, and I hear there's a McDonald's around there somewhere, probably Burger King.
Well, I think there's Ruby Tuesdays and a Cracker Barrel and a Waffle House.
Yeah, and McDonald's. It's all better than being served by, cave people. You remember Captain Caveman?
Yep.
I think that might be Tina.
Very close, dude. Very close. Tooth and all.
And I am attacking personal personal traits because, well,
she's an evil bitch.
She deserves it. She deserves it.
Sorry.
You call me a drug dealer, I'm gonna call you anything I friggin' want to.
Yep.
And that's a fickle. That is a fickle.
Well, I mean, just like Ernie a long time ago, these people lost any credibility. Like they showed up in Newport and fucked themselves over. They really did. They wanted to blame everybody. That's their whole thing with the Woodshed. I mean, and it wasn't just the Woodshed. It was also the other shops. There was another couple CBD stores in town. Kratom and CBDs. And I know that they sell bulk Kratom. And I know in Tennessee, regulations state you're only allowed to sell 4-ounce packages. And it has to be pre-packaged. It cannot be loose. Unless they changed it in the past 2 years, which I highly doubt because I would have learned, they're breaking regulation just with Kratom. I know that they have more than just Delta 8 in their store. I know that they've got actual THC distillate, the pure honey. Yeah, I know. I know who was buying it, at least one of them.
Welcome in, Josh. What's up, buddy?
But yet, like I said, everything they do is they're breaking the law. They can sell legal kratom, but they won't do it the right way. They ain't going to be able to sell THC in that store. Not until they pass some laws in Tennessee. But they do.
Well, here's my thing.
They give it to their children. Like, it's phenomenal.
I'm not an expert on the subject of sovereign citizens, but I do want to ask you, maybe somebody is an expert in here. Maybe they can enlighten me. How many sovereign citizens actually are business owners and pay taxes? Don't you have to use a government issued ID and a government issued name to apply for business licenses and pay taxes? Don't you have to pay that with either your tax ID or your social security number, something?
I think so.
How can you be a sovereign citizen and a business owner? Or really, are they just saying they're sovereign citizens to fit their agenda, to fit their narrative, make people think that they are one thing when they're really not? Which everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Ask Gigi. She probably know. Yeah, I bet she would. Is Gigi in here? If Gigi's here, I would love to chat with Gigi. Would absolutely love it. My wife said, "Quit picking on that old woman."
Hey, man, she keeps putting her foot in her mouth, man.
Is Gigi Steedham in the house?
Yeah.
Yeah, Gigi, come up on panel. Raise your hand, and I'll throw you a link out there. Raise your hand, Gigi. And I promise, because this is the way we do things here. I won't be disrespectful. If you start being outlandish, I may have to mute you, but I won't be disrespectful. I won't raise my voice to you. But I would like to ask you some questions. Maybe you got something for me. Maybe you can tie me to all these things too.
I'm sure she already has, man.
I know another thing I saw. I don't even know if I covered this part yet, but like she posted a video about her but she posted a video on her channel that was saying that the Summer Wells thing is connected to the Ronnie King thing.
Yep.
And that it was all trying to tie Ernie in and
to frame him for Summer.
Yeah. So it was funny because she posted a picture of Ronnie King and his family, which was not Ronnie King, and it was not Ronnie King's family. Actually, it was, but it was a different Ronnie King and a different family. And she even had in the information that Ronnie King had passed away on August the 5th, 2017. Well, we got a little issue with that information you looked up on
4
Google.
years too late.
Yeah. Your Google information, your investigative Google skills.
That Google machine.
Missed the fact that Ronnie King, who Shelby Shell murdered and that everybody's questioning Ernie Shell about being involved with, was murdered in 2013. There's quite a gap there, I mean, if there was a day or two, you might say, well, you missed the date, but 4 years? Really, Gigi? Really? That was my best Ernie impersonation, in case you couldn't tell. Really, Benny? Really? Surprised he hasn't linked Ronnie King and Rodney King to Ernie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why can't we just all get along, right?
Right.
Why can't we just all get along? Actually, that's one of the announcements. Shelby was not able to call today. He was not able to call yesterday. They have been on lockdown, and we expect calls tomorrow and Monday. So yeah, we don't have any. We got some JPays. I haven't seen them. We haven't loaded them up yet, but as far as phone calls, we've missed out 2 days in a row. But I'm sure old Shelby will have plenty to say when he gets his phone privileges back. And also, I want to let you guys know that this, we've asked, people have been asking about, trial coverage and can I upload things and can I do this? Well, what I've been having to do is use my son's computer, record off of his screen with my phone, and then upload to YouTube and then share with you guys. It's been a process. It's been very hard. Now we've got all those videos uploaded, Ernie's testimony to the prosecution, to the defense, my testimony, to both Amber, Ernie's family, the experts. No, we didn't post the experts. But anyway, now some developments happened. I actually bought something. So I can now hook this up to my laptop and play it and share screen and play it for you in real time. So we don't have to upload a video and all that stuff and go through all those hoops. We can actually play it, and we're going to start that next week. We're going to go over some things. I watched about 2 hours today.
Hey, Jimbo.
Including the arson investigator. Yes.
Check out the comment I just highlighted.
Yeah, I saw. Somebody already messaged me. Scott H is in here. And I already said hello to Josh.
If I turn your lamp on, can I turn it overhead while
Yeah, go ahead. But yeah, we she says stuff about Kemper is fine. What?
Probably talking about Gigi. I don't know.
She says stuff about Kemper is fine. Oh yeah, Gigi.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. Have you been in the have you been in Gigi's crosshairs yet, Kemper?
Have I been what?
In Gigi's crosshairs.
Well, I mean, indirectly when her talking about our channel, but that's about it.
Yeah. But no, you haven't been in her crosshairs. If she hasn't aimed at you, that's not in your. Come on, man. Come on, man. Bring Josh up. Josh, did you hear us play? I don't know if you were here already when we talked. We played the exchange between you and Gigi on Ziggy's channel. Basically, when you called her a nutcase and you were right. Oh, if you want to come on here and tell a little bit about that, you can. Her crosshair. Oh, we got a whole new language here now. The Bernie Smells language. Crosshairs. Right there. Right there. When the, when the lab shut Gigi down, it was a glorious moment. It was awesome. All right, let me send you here. It's for you, Josh, right here. Let's see.
When you get over here, I'll just move, okay?
Okay, honey. You turn that fan on. It's hot in here.
Yeah, I will. I'm just getting under the cover. I'm not taking my medicine.
Okay.
Not
all right. Gigi ran from Josh. We try to get Gigi on the panel. I don't know. I mean, I know she's always listening. She's doing investigating, listen, now that I've said it, she's going to put Matt in her crosshairs. You watch. Leave a har on his windshield when she watch her. I'm not going to go there. My bad, man. That was inappropriate. Inappropriate.
Put himself on mute so he can't hear you.
Yeah, he was on mute. He's back now. He's back giggling now. I think we might have a lag.
Oh, God.
Scott, are you in North Korea right now selling the videos? Or I'm just curious, like, what does a video go for? Like a YouTube video translated into North Korean and sold over there on the, let's don't call it black market. Let's call it the golden market. How much would that video go for, I wonder? What do you think, Matt?
I don't even know their currency, dude.
Well, we're talking American currency. Remember, it's in Hawaii.
Oh, I thought you were talking about North Korea.
I was. Let's translate it to American dollars. What do you think in American dollars that video will be worth?
Who knows, dude? Sorry, I'm over here reading. See what's going on.
Well, I wish we would. They're waiting backstage. No, there's nobody backstage. As soon as he comes up, we're going to put him on. Maybe he got kicked, man. Maybe he got a frequency weaponry attack. And the cyber bomb knocked out his Wi-Fi or his internet communications. Yeah, you guys see the link to my book there. You guys check that out. We actually had a little uptick in those book sales, and hope you guys are enjoying those. It's not an extremely long book, but it is fun. There's lots of fun documented in there. Official documentation. I would say you're right. Deal you fits. Is that what it says? Deal you fits. Yep. I would say that the chip absolutely knocked out Josh's internet. Well, usually when I do this, we got like 100 people. Hey, how do you guys pin those up? Like, I've seen that done too. How do you guys pin that up? Maybe Josh can tell me how to pin that up to the top. What's up, Josh? How do you guys pin those up?
Hold on one second. I think I got an echo somewhere.
Maybe Josh can tell me how to pin that up to the top. Probably. What's up, Josh? How do you guys pin those up?
Hold on one second.
It was a sneak peek of Josh. Boop, boop, beep, bop. There you go. Look here, Matt. Look here. Coming up on the screen for you right there, buddy. Oh, Bernie.
I'm awake.
Yeah, Josh is gone. He's gone. He wasn't here. They gone. He tried to go back out and reset.
Probably trying to bring the link in.
Jenny Penny, what is the currency in Korea? Because we've referenced it a couple times, and let's just make it a fickle. What is the currency over there? Messages coming in. Damn, with all this downtime, I feel like we're running Ernie Shell's program over here. We just don't say anything, let people hang out and chat and talk. Well, is Doug in here? Oh, no thanks. Not like you know or something. I don't know. Did Jenny answer that? I didn't see it. If it got by me on the text, I'm sorry. Well, Matt's gone too, huh?
What, everybody late?
Looks like it's just me, guys. Help me, YouTube. Don't shoot me. Hope I don't get cyber attacked. Maybe it's all these storms. It is. Welcome back, Kipper.
What's up, man? Sorry, I was roboting out. Or at least you were sounding like it to me.
South Korean won is the, I guess, the currency in Korea. So we have an answer from Jenny Penny. Everybody's getting hit with these taxes. Kimber, let me ask you a dead serious question, man. I only want you to tell the truth. So if you can't tell the truth, just don't answer it. Have you ever had an EMF detector run across your head?
I don't even know what one is. Well, I know what one is, but I don't think so, no.
Don't think
Isn't that
so.
what they isn't that what they use to find energy or something like that?
It's the thing that the Tina uses to find brain chips. Welcome back, Josh.
Yeah,
Go now.
I got hit with a dirty bomb from.
Oh my gosh, it's happening everywhere, man.
Big time.
It's not safe. It's not safe around here.
No, I had secondary audio. I couldn't figure out where it was coming from.
Oh yeah,
that was it. There was nothing more to it. So, you played my interaction with Gigi.
Yeah, from like January the 2nd.
Yeah, I remember. I don't remember what I said. I remember the altercation, and it was odd.
Oh yeah, well, you just pretty much laughed at her, basically.
Yeah, we made Scott and I remember Scott was there. I remember him and I made, it was well, first and foremost, it was unsolicited.
Right. It just came out of nowhere.
And then she said some like stuff about like my dad. And that I worked for Q, something like that. Do you have that clip?
We had it up earlier.
Okay. Yeah, I can. I don't even know who she is or where she comes. That's the only time I've ever had any contact with her.
Oh, you haven't had any more since?
No.
Thank God. Right now, thank him.
Thank you.
Oh man, she makes Tina Simmerly look like she might be mild.
Yeah, and the thing is, I'm not like a mean person, but I don't think I was very nice to her. But I can't really, like I said, I can't really remember. But she did accuse, I don't know, she said some really weird stuff.
Everything she says is weird, dude. Everything she says.
Yeah, she wasn't very nice to me.
She's talking about Don Wells' his dad was a bank robber.
Yeah.
And just what the whole thing was like, I think was she was talking about, for some reason, all the videos, the YouTube videos are being transferred, she said, into Korean and Russian and sold over there.
Yeah, sure, right.
They're paying big money for them over there.
Right, because YouTube's not over there.
I guess.
I mean, YouTube's in every single country besides
Russia and Korea, North Korea.
I don't even know if it's not in Russia. I know it's not in North Korea, but Russia like right now they won't allow it, but I'm sure that they, do kind of. I know North Korea, you only have like 3 channels and all of them are about like the life of one of the dictators.
Right. If you're in North Korea though, or Russia, you think YouTube is the one thing that you're wanting to, I don't know. That's the thing you're going to risk your life over. With trying to get on YouTube and pay big money to watch a YouTube video.
Yeah, I think what you should be worried about is finding metal to make bullets with,
right?
And eating rocks.
Hey, we've got this little 2-minute video of. I'm going to stream it here. This is from her today, talking about us and Ronnie King murder. I don't know if you can see the little screenshots you got up there, but it's got Ronnie King, Ronald Ray Ronnie King, birth September 5th, 1964.
Who is this? Gigi?
Gigi, yeah. Death April 5th, 2017.
Good God.
Well, the guy was murdered in 2013. That's not even the same Ronnie King.
He came back to life, dude.
But listen to what she's doing to tie him. She's trying to say that all this was a setup to get Ernie Shell, because the murder with Ronnie King is tied in with the murder of Summer Wells or disappearance of Summer Wells or whatever, and that it's all a setup to make Ernie look like he's the guy who did it. But just listen to this crazy kook for a second.
Gigi. Kind of curious how that this picture of Ronnie King seems to come in with old Ronnie Donnie Roy Boy Wells.
So the picture, and we're doing this with under the Fair Use Act for educational and commentary purposes,
and for your safety.
Yeah, but this Ronnie King was, tied to Ronnie Donnie Boy Toy blah 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 Wells. Like, what in the hell, man? check some more of this.
Well, so easily when doing research on this case. Just leaves me really confused. I mean, this is the guy that supposedly Ernie Shell's brother killed.
Okay, now the picture's a little bigger there now. She kind of blew it up, but that guy right there, that's not Ronnie King. Not like it is a Ronnie King, but that's not the guy that Shelby Shell murdered.
I got some flack from that situation, by the way.
From the Ronnie King thing?
No, with Gigi.
Oh, Gigi.
People were mad. Well, some, not a lot, but a few. They said that I treated her very disrespectful and
seriously?
Oh yeah, for sure. Sometimes I'll tell you, there's always going to be a few. You can't win for losing. And the fact that the matter is that she what she was saying, first of all, what she was saying obviously wasn't true. And I remember thinking the reason that she annoyed me so much is because she's one of the people that really get in the way with the Summer Wells case.
Yes.
And
distractions.
But I didn't even know who she was. She said something about me that I was working with my dad, that I've lived all over the United States, when in fact I certainly haven't.
Right.
And that I think she called me Hitler.
She did when you first came in. That's what she
Yeah.
said was, "Hi, Hitler."
Yeah.
I even rewound that. I was like, did she just call Josh Hitler?
I'm assuming it's a term of endearment. I've never heard something yet, but she did. I don't know why she did, but she did. And then I was just kind of playing it off. I didn't even know she was up there. I didn't know who she was. And then I really started to go after her. And I remember saying something about JFK's assassination or something. And she got like so pissed off and she said, "Oh, F you," and like dropped off or something.
Yeah.
Like calling me Hitler's not, that was nice of her to do that. But the JFK stuff off limits.
Yeah. Like comparing you, or actually calling you, one of the most vile human beings to ever live.
Somebody called me Putin the other day in a weird rant text message too. I'm getting a lot of dictatorness. I don't know, but it's always from
crazy.
Usually people it's just people I ignore, and then they get really frustrated.
Yeah.
Josh, it's okay to defend yourself, man. Yeah, I agree. Thank you. I did defend myself. I think, like I said, I haven't heard it in some time. I just, that night is all.
Yeah.
I don't
play a little bit more
exactly.
of this Ronnie King thing and see what else. Like it's not a very long video. I think it's 2 minutes in total, but just listen to how weird she is.
So he comes home with a giant. But yet it's very connected to Ronnie's real name, which is not Ron Wells, by the way. So it's very concerning, you guys. Take a look at this. Because right under him, there is an article of a November 1964 birth.
The name is very connected. Like, what does that even mean, man? I don't get that. Like, the name is connected because it's similar, like Ronnie and Donnie, Ron, Don. So is John, and
Maybe I'll eat some hay and lay by the bay. I just may.
Might be a poet. Didn't even know it. Josh, Sunshine, and Apple Pie says you're a sweetheart.
Oh, thank you.
So
too. I like Sunshine and Apple Pie.
If he's a sweetheart, he's definitely not Hitler.
No, nobody's ever called me that before. Although my kids have called me the warden. But
yeah, well, kids will do that.
Yeah, which is totally, I think, acceptable. But
oh yeah, if you're not somewhat a warden with your children, then you may not be doing your job. I mean, because not all the time, but kids have to have rules, man. If they don't have rules, then they end up like Gigi.
Well, one of the weirdest part about me, and it's not really what incensed me, but if you want to finish this video, we can talk about it on the other side.
Okay, we'll play this a little bit more here then. Let's see.
I'll tell you exactly.
I think I'm supposed to stop in 15-second intervals, right?
I don't know. Probably. Does she even know how to strike people?
I don't know. She said something about striking on that when you were on there that day, telling Ziggy that Griff was going to strike her.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, we'll just make sure we do our due diligence anyway.
Of a child named Ronnie Daniel, with the last name given as Keppenbrook. Born 5 pounds 10 ounces, lived about a year. Just seems to me someone is using.
She is the worst with names. Did you watch baseball? Do you know who Harry Carey is?
Yeah.
Like he's infamous for screwing up people's names.
Mm-hmm.
Like she just called that guy Ronnie Keppenbrook, and it's spelled the last part of the name is Brock, Brock. So it's Keppenbrock or Kepperbrock, but not Brook. And she referred to one of these witnesses in the Shelby Shell trial. She was Googling it and saw where a lady named Pam Stidham had testified. And she says, that name is interesting. That's Pam Steedham. That rings a bell.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you're hungry, saying something about ham might ring a bell. I mean, I don't know if you're just trying to play it up. You hear a little music in the background and trying to be all, I don't know, mysterious, but like, I don't even know where she's going with this. Like, what's even the point?
To hear herself talk.
Yeah. All right. I think we're about finished.
The Ron identity in order to try to set Ernie up for even something bigger, you guys. I mean, this is huge. Why would Ron Wells be setting up Ernie Shell?
That's actually a good question.
Did she say Juan Wells?
I think she may have pronounced it Juan. I think she was saying Ron. But either way, why would he set up Ernie Shell?
But his name's not Ron either. Who the hell's Ron Wells?
I don't know. Oh,
I've never heard of a Ron Wells. Is she talking about Summer's dad?
I think so. I think that's where she's going with it.
So she doesn't even know his name.
Obviously,
Ronald and Donald are different names. I mean, everybody knows.
Ronnie's Don Wells is definitely
she got
not
it right.
Don Wells.
Yep.
And they definitely pulled Ernie Shell in here for a reason. And it has everything to do with this Ronnie King.
So it's got everything to do with Ronnie King. That's why
Not
they
to be
brought
confused with Rodney
Shell. Yeah, right. Yeah, can't we all get along? But that's why they brought Ernie Shell into the Summer Wells case, is because it's got something to do with Ronnie King.
Dude, this is honestly scary.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, there's going to be people like she's got subscribers. There's going to be people who actually try to buy into her BS, and it just doesn't make any sense. Like, these are the people who literally just, you know, bounce off walls in the middle of the night and don't know where they're going.
Yeah.
Whoever one of these children are, that's the puppet master behind this, really needs to be called out to the carpet, you guys. This is serious.
So that's the entire video, but the puppet master, and it shows that man's family. Whichever one of these people are the puppet master behind all this, this is serious.
Signs and symbols.
What is she talking about?
Signs and symbols.
Kemper, you got to have an opinion here, buddy. You got to have an opinion. Don't come in here with your post 49-year-old depression. I know how I feel to get
Dude,
old.
not screwing up bad over here.
Huh?
I said my StreamYard's screwing up pretty bad over here.
Campers
Are you getting bad weather there, Kemper?
I think he did he work today?
He did work today, yep.
He's a tired boy.
Doug is clapping. Thank you, Doug. Thank you. Has Gigi ever went at Doug before?
Probably.
Sounds like she's one of those ones who would just go, you know, grab anybody by the hair of the head just to grab attention, you know. So
yeah, I mean, she goes. I think she has a go at everybody.
I mean, yeah, I mean, she went right at Hitler. I mean,
yeah, that's not nice.
If you're going to go at Hitler, I mean, you got big balls, right?
Not so much anymore, but about 80 years ago, it'd have been pretty.
He was a mean dude back in the day, back in his day.
Yeah, but you know, he was the first person to pass animal rights, so good for him.
Who knows that she's very much disliked. So I can see that. I could very well believe that. And you've got her brewing this conspiracy now against Tina about Ernie. Like, she's actually saying that she was over at Tina's house when Tina was feeding her kids these THC gummies, and that she got sick on them herself and went to the doctor. They've ordered a full toxicology report, and that her kids need to take a toxicology report, and that she feels like she's been feeding it to Tina.
Yeah.
Or to Ernie, I mean. So she's warning Tina, she better stop feeding these bad gummies and bad THC or whatever it is. What was it, Delta 8 or something?
Yeah.
Yes. And it's messing with their brains.
Was that the end of the video?
That was the end of the video, yeah.
So what I was gonna say about her and my one and only interaction was when I guess you guys played it earlier, and I wasn't like, you know, she brought up my dad, who I haven't had any contact with, you know, in years and years,
right.
and years and years, and have only spoken to probably you know, a handful of times. When I say a handful, maybe 3 at the most. One was to tell him that his mother had died, which was my grandmother. One was a phone call about him explaining to me his side of the events that happened. I was on like a spiritual path then, you know, like one of those let's take a 30-year-old journey and see what comes from it. And then that may be it. And so when she brought him, it was more of like, I think she's doing this in bad taste because, I've told the story of what happened. And when she brought him up, I was just like, I immediately knew that this was somebody that was, because she started off by calling me Adolf Hitler,
right,
to start the conversation. And I knew that there were problems in the with the mind already.
Yeah.
And as much as I was trying, and I did, fire back a little bit here and there, and she got so mad that, you can say whatever you want, and if you watch my show and if you've seen me interact with other people, I can debate with anybody. I'll debate with anybody. I'll, go back and forth with people, things like that. I have in a modest and polite way, but I was as polite as I could possibly be because I knew that I was dealing with a short stack here. But I wasn't really offended. And I guess it was low for her to say, like, bring that up, but I don't even know if she understood what she was saying about, me or whatever.
I don't think she did. And you handled it well. Like you didn't get loud.
No.
Or aggressive at all. Like you were just even keeled and,
Yeah, I knew that what I was dealing with, that it, we weren't on an even playing field.
Right.
And, I could say, oh, you're insane. You're kooky. You need medicine. You're 5150. You're this, you're that, and I could call her names and things, but I'm sure that, none of that probably happens to her all the time.
Yeah. I said a few of them tonight.
Well, when people interact with you and then I tried to treat her with some decency. And when I did that, I don't think that she understood how to take it. And then I did it with some sarcasm and some, I mocked a little, but she was, talking about my family. So I was just like, oh, never. But yes, she sideswiped me. I don't know who she was. I still really don't know who she is. I don't really care who she is.
I don't think anybody knows who she is, really.
Yeah, so she's after you now?
She said a few things about me, but she's just
more about Kemper. That makes sense.
No, she just bounces around about, whoever, like, and she sent me a bunch of Cash App requests.
Oh, she wanted you to give her money?
Yeah, but I didn't even know who she was. And she, here I am getting Cash App requests, and I didn't know what it was. I almost accidentally sent her money. And then I called her out on it, on somebody's panel, maybe in Ernie's or somebody.
I think I got one of those too.
And I was like, you're a thief. You're trying to send Cash App requests, trying to trick people into sending you money. And she said, all you people owe me money.
Right. Yeah, we do.
What? For what?
Because she says so.
Now, I've heard her in some of her videos. She talks about she has a professional diving team.
Nice.
And, that I think she was a little bit hurt because they did not hire her to dive in and look for anything involving in the Summer Wells case.
Well, I hear that possibly she could be making a trip down to the Titanic at some point with no gear.
Well,
that'll be phenomenal.
She's probably looking for that. What was it? The Heart of the Sea or whatever it was. It's been so long I've seen it, but
Heart of the Sea, that big old blue diamond.
Yeah.
That old lady kept and then threw in the ocean like a real. Rose was not a very nice person. She was a very stubborn, cheating person. Cheated on her husband or her fiance, and then she got drawn naked by a homeless guy. I mean, and then she keeps that diamond to herself for all those years. And then at the end, she throws it because she's 100 and she's going to die, and she forgot she had it.
Bernie has the diamond. Nobody can find it. Bernie Smells has already found it.
Yeah, I've heard that too. And don't tell me, Kemper, I know you're here, but don't tell me that Jack couldn't have fit on that board with her in the Titanic.
Well, then she would have been in the water with him.
No, that thing was
kidding.
huge. He should have thrown her off and got on. And then I don't understand this thing when she says, "I'll never let go," and then she let him go. She should have said, "I'll never let go," hypothetically speaking, in my mind, and then let him go. But she didn't say that. She just let him sink to the bottom of the ocean because she loved him so much. She's a good lady.
So I got to know. We've got a, and this person is regularly in our chat. So is this a play on Gigi's name that I'm Gigi?
Yeah, it is. I read that earlier. Oh, hey, Kemper.
What's up?
Welcome back.
Nice to see you, man.
Welcome back.
Did you know that they're making a Titanic Part 2?
I did actually hear something about that, but it's been years ago, so I didn't think it was really on.
It's actually where an iceberg crashes into a ship.
It's doing what now?
It's when I think Kemper's zapping out on me.
Yeah, Kemper, I think you're getting some feedback.
He's getting dirty bombed. It's like Titanic 2, and an iceberg actually crashes into a boatyard or something like that. So, not a very good premise for a movie.
No.
Is Kemper in a storm? What's going on? He had his birthday and now he's depressed. Is that what you're telling me?
I was trying to kid around with him about it, yeah, but I think he's just he said he was having issues with StreamYard.
Yeah, everybody does.
Maybe his internet, yeah.
Seems pretty standard. But what no, I haven't been online at all today. I was watching the UFC fights, and then I had some stuff going earlier.
Cool. Tornadoes in the Midwest. Well, those are dangerous, I'll tell you. I think one of our mods is in that area of we'll say the Midwest, and with storms and Facebook, help Kemper, man down. Ernie was asking me, what's this man down about? And I'm like, well, have you not seen Benny's video?
When you got shot, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't I was getting credit for that, and I wish I could take credit for some of that stuff I get credit for, but Then I would.
Well, I mean, everybody else takes credit for stuff they shouldn't, so you might as well. It's the it's kind of the way of the world these days, isn't it?
It's exactly the way. Yeah. Thank you, Downtown Trina. I am GG is not crazy GG.
But that's not a really good way to show us by that name.
Yeah. Now, like my grandmother, my children, and my brother's children called my grandmother Gigi for great granny. You know, so I hate to even associate such a wonderful person and think of that when I think of this lady who's just obviously, for whatever reason, just out to try to destroy people with her words. You know, I don't think people understand how damaging words can be. You know, when they make these threats or lies up about people, like obviously the Don Wells stuff and the King. There's absolutely no connection. But with her saying that stuff, somebody may actually show that to a family member of the King family, and just bring up hope or anything, anger, whatever, for no reason. Kimber, you're like, sounds like it's a microwave robot when you talk. Could you hear what I was hearing?
Yes, I can.
It's like some feedback, and
his connection's horrid.
Right.
Didn't you say that he's having
do I now?
You said that he was having technical issues?
Yeah, he said something about his StreamYard wasn't working right, and then we hear all this. So I think he's struggling with internet or technical issues. Turn on your microwaves, ladies and gents.
Last night it was us carrying him, and then and tonight we're carrying him. You're carrying him. I just got here.
I tease him about that all the time. I'm just kidding around with him, but
yeah, he's great. He cracks.
What is Gigi's channel? Does anybody know like the actual name of her channel?
You're gonna put that out there for the world.
Somebody just asked me about it. I'll message it to them. Somebody messaged me, I'll message to them. I'm not sure what it is. Like,
or the crazy trains.
Doing better now, Kemp? Now you're muted. Are you? Oh no. JFTKGG. Okay.
Oh man, Lord Almighty. Where's Bernie at? Where's Bernie Smells? Is he making masks today?
He's been chiming in here. He's been talking.
Good God. It's like my favorite.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Yeah, oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Did you hear like he did give me a message to send to somebody today though?
Who?
Bernie Smells wants a showdown with Jamie Berryhill right here on the stand. He wants Jamie to show up and face him like a man. Bernie Smells. He's going to bring the Lightning Tiger, Thunder Thief.
When's that happening?
I don't know. We're going to find out from Jamie. We're going to set it up hopefully this week sometime.
You mean Bernie?
I just sent the call out tonight. So Jamie's going to get word. We're going to message him, let him know that Bernie wants a piece of his ace.
Really?
Yeah, Bernie's going to get him.
Yeah,
he's not like Ernie. Ernie ducks him, dodges, weaves, but Bernie's ready to get him.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It makes that worries me a little bit.
What's going to be a fun time? Bernie's a alternate persona of Ernie. So he's going to give you his version of what Ernie is trying to relate to Jamie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know. I understand what you're saying.
It's going to be off the hook. Bernie's handlers have him sequestered tonight. That's official. That's official from one of his spokespeople. His handlers have him sequestered tonight. Sounds a lot like Ernie, right?
Sequestered, meaning like a padded room with a locked door.
I think he's probably in the trunk of his Dodge Charger that he sold because the mechanic tricked him. And I'm sure the way he got there was at machine gun point.
I still don't understand how you can get tricked into selling somebody a car when money's exchanged and a title's exchanged. Now ripping somebody off, but it sounds like the transaction happened exactly how both expected it to, right?
Yeah.
So that's not a trick at all. That's called selling a car.
Yeah, in most people's normal vision, yes, that's what you would call it.
Yeah. Two parties agreed on something, it happened, and then once it happened, it was a trick.
Yeah.
I've never heard of such I've never heard of such logic. What?
You have heard of Ernie Shell though, right?
Have I?
Yes.
Yes, I have.
His logic is far different than anybody you will ever know. And if he can't explain it, if you don't know why, then he's just going to say, "I don't remember that. I don't remember." Ernie, why are you saying that the mechanic tricked you into selling your car? I didn't say that. Yes, you did. Let me show you the video. Then you play the video and go, "Oh, I don't remember that."
I've noticed in general that now, with the screenshots and everybody's talking receipts, that's the new thing. Like receipts is a new term.
Yeah.
And, all of us, boomers or whatever the hell we are using, I have receipts, I mean, that's just such a nasty way to put it. And then another thing is that you can't really talk to people anymore without the fear that somebody's going to record you, especially in this game. If you're talking to others, basically whatever you're putting out there, you should really expect it to be public at some point.
Absolutely.
So, my rule. Oh man. Yeah. Danielle says, Josh, you should tell the mortar story. I did here. Hold on. Hang out there for a second. But what I was going to say is I gotta find it really quick.
Who's Frank?
I don't know.
Frank wants to come on the channel. He's on Ziggy's all the time.
Why does he want to talk to me?
I don't know. I don't know that he wants to talk to you. He
said, "I want to talk to Josh." I heard it.
Oh, did it? You heard it?
Well, I saw it.
That's good. Damn, where did you hear that at? I didn't hear a thing. Oh my God. But as far as like you're talking about people, all these recordings and stuff.
Yeah.
Like when I saw Ernie the other day down there, that's one of the first things I said. I was like, let's turn these phones off. Let's just me and you talk man to man right now.
Mm-hmm.
And no, I don't trust you. No, you don't want to turn your phone off because this is going to be a big live stream for you, buddy. You're going to have all kinds of people watching it.
Right.
And it's I don't know, it's kind of hard to think, like, you have to be on guard all the time because, like you said, what if you say something that's a slip of the lip, like when Jamie said that one thing the other day or whatever about, he was all flustered and he said, "Am I against helping kids?" Yes. When really he was for helping kids, and that was just flipped right around. And now they play it over and over and over.
Yeah.
Do you have to pause before you say anything and think exactly what you need to say?
Yes, you do. And
it doesn't matter the situation because, like you said, everywhere there's something recording, a phone, a recorder, camera, something is recording everywhere.
And so I haven't heard as many recorded calls anywhere as I have on YouTube. And we're talking like a lot of it is criminal because of the one party state. And it just happens. I mean, I would never think of like doxing anybody. I would never think of giving anybody's personal information. But I've been in the broadcasting game for a little while, and I've had back and forth with others, like the competition and things like that. Not here on YouTube, but like podcasts and things like that. And it's strictly on air stuff, if that makes any sense. And the respect of home and privacy is always there, because even if I'm not a fan of the other show or whatever it is, and this isn't YouTube, this is from way back, but I still apply the same rules. I don't have any reason to want to do that to anybody. And I find it odd that grown adults do that kind of stuff. And it's kind of sad too at the same time. But it's just how people are. I got this slide. I'm getting it ready for you here. What happened to Kemper?
Right here, man.
Oh, hey, you sound good now. You having storms?
I mean, we've had some wind going on, but I don't know. I think it's my phone messing up.
I think it's probably a frequency weaponry attack.
Yeah, definitely.
Those have been going around a lot here lately. All the alphabets are looking into it.
Yeah, I hear that.
There's 2 or 3 in here now. All our private investigators are in here taking down IP addresses and checking people's backgrounds and, making sure it's, copy that. Copy. Go get you a drink, gossip. Go get you a drink.
Okay, I think it's loading right now. So you'll have to, it'll be backstage. And I'll present it to you the way I presented it on my show. I did this a while ago.
Okay.
It's pretty there, it's up there, so let me know.
How do I watch that?
Oh, you just hit add. It'll come up as another screen.
Add a stream?
Uh-huh. So take the comment off. All right. So this was a real story. Bomb squad called to hospital after man reportedly had World War II mortar stuck up his butt. Let's see. Okay, and it says, this is what a World War II mortar shell looks like. Little known fact. All mortar shells are named after real people's first name. This one just so happened, by some funny coincidence, be named Ernie Mortar Shell. And it ended up up somebody's butt. Ernie Mortar Shell. That's his middle name, I heard.
I wouldn't doubt it. Wouldn't doubt it. Something to that anyway.
Can you believe that guy got a mortar shell stuck up his butt?
Man. You don't want to believe anything like that, but then
that's a true story, dude. The bomb squad had to come in.
It was an actual live shell.
They didn't know. I don't think so, but it
anyway.
It didn't matter. They had to clear the hospital.
Oh God.
Yeah, that thing was cram a dude up somebody.
Oh. Put one in the chat if you think that might be painful.
Yeah, it definitely be. If somebody puts a 2, I don't want to know that person.
Yeah. There comes some ones. He swallowed it.
Oh no. I did that a long time ago before you guys ever got here.
Did what?
This presentation.
Oh. Arkansas says surely not.
Swampy says too. Not good. Can you imagine? So the guy was this is what I didn't understand. The guy must have been walking around naked with his mortar shells turned up, pointing to the sky. And so there's 2 scenarios here, and I'll just say one is that he fell and that happened, or the other way.
Did he ever say how it was?
He said he
fell there.
What's that?
Did he ever say how the shell reached its destination?
Yeah, he said he fell on it, which is code for I put it there.
Yeah. Oh, God.
And apparently it was so lodged that he had to go to the hospital. Which is pretty unbelievable. That picture is stunning.
I mean, I just know how bad a bad episode of constipation is. I can't even imagine. Do you see that, Thelma?
See what?
Oh, it's gone now.
Oh, I just took it. I can put it right back there.
It's all right. I'll show her later.
Hey,
somebody has a damn like a bomb.
Well, that's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Rear end.
Well, sounds like it was a bad sex joke itself. It worked out very well for him.
I'll tell you that one time I read a story about a man who put a beer bottle up his butt, and when it got up there, it shattered. The whole thing. I mean, it just shattered into a million pieces from the constriction of his intestines because he got it way up there.
Oh my God.
And he went into the emergency room, and it was like a 21-hour surgery, microscopically picking each individual piece of glass out. Took 21 hours. And if they didn't do it, he would have died. And I thought at one point, and I'm a pretty magnanimous person, and I value all human life, but at some point you got to let people like that just go. "21 hours.
God.
I mean, it's just unbelievable.
That's
Josh, what kind of stories are you reading, dear? Well, I read news.
It's not on People Magazine. That's
no.
I mean, you know, honestly though, you look through your phone and
it was on the news. I mean, it was on the news.
Oh my gosh, was CNN fake news or?
No, dude. I mean, it really happened. I don't think CNN's going to report that a guy shoved a beer bottle up his butt, but it was definitely a news organization, like a local, because a 21-hour surgery like that, and then the man surviving, it's just I mean, doctors are just saints. Well,
the stories that guy's
in California.
The stories that guy's going to live to tell his grandkids.
Did I ever tell you about the great beer bottle break-in in 1987?
Yeah, you know, there's that beats the hell out of that one time at band camp, right?
Good God. Oh,
Good Lord. Good Lord. I had that beer bottle up there.
It ripped out all my hair. This is prayer. Do you know who Prayer Garden is?
Yeah, I actually do. Yes, I do.
Okay, so this is a soundbite I play on my show all the time because it's so funny. It's a conversation between these two when they were feuding, and I play the soundbite on my show all the time. Here it is.
There is no investigation. This boy has.
Really? This to me.
So she tells Don that there's no investigation going on for his daughter.
Yeah.
And he's like, there's not. That's good news to me. Guy's been under investigation for like the last 8 months. And she's trying to tell him that there is no investigation.
There is no investigation. This boy has.
Really? This to me.
The sarcasm is top notch in that. I've had a few conversations with that guy, unfortunately.
With Don Wells?
Yeah, I have. And I interviewed him once, and then he called me twice. And I think the last time we spoke, I told him, because he said that he had a new theory, but there was no theory. I think he wanted to talk. So the last conversation that I had with him was, if you have a new theory ever again, call TBI, don't call me.
Yeah.
And I think he was offended by that, and not that I cared, but I was just like, I'm not your buddy. And you know, yeah, he did. Somebody said, did he call you the N-word? He called me the N-word probably 60 different times.
Did he really?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Because I had a conversation with him one time when I told him to go he's saying, no, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I said, well, then go ask your wife. And then he's like, yeah, you're a real N-word, aren't you? And I was like, okay. I mean, I don't know. And yeah, then he went to jail. Oh, Lisa B said, Josh wrote the most beautiful letter to Summer. Yeah, I did write a letter. It was it's been a while now, but it was on my channel. I played it. Well, I wrote the thing and then I narrated it because it was I don't know, like I told you, I have like deep sympathy for kids because like I said, I know what it's like to grow up in a crap home. So I connect with them on a really a level that probably isn't always healthy. What I mean by that is, it can really put me back in that place. But I remember doing that. I hadn't thought about that in a really long time. No, it wasn't for her birthday. No, it was just because there was no, I think at the time she'd been missing 3 months or so.
Yeah.
And I was just writing one night. I was, because I was at my computer and I was typing, and then I was thinking, I remember I said out loud, I said, where are you? Like that, thinking out loud. And then I wrote it down. And then I'm like, well, what if like what if she is around, still alive? And what if she can hear, and I said, well, maybe and it was weird. I wrote it through the perspective of her hearing exactly what was going on and kind of telling her, sorry for everything that's gone on, if that makes any sense. It was just a little like 3 or 4 minute thing. Yeah. You're welcome to play it if you want.
Was it on your page? You got a link?
I'm sure I can. Hold on. I'll get you that.
Here you go. Come on. There's your pillow. There's your pillow. Pillow beside Mommy's pillow.
Yeah, here. Hold on.
Well, Mom, put you under the tether. Come on. Touch the tether, don't you?
Okay.
Okay, sit down.
Share my screen.
One night. Come on. Let Daddy go night with Mom.
It'll be the same way.
Do no baby. Go night with Mom. Come on. Go night. Oh, Dad's and Mom, baby box. Let's go snore so they can hear something too. And go snore so they can hear something.
All right, can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Put it up there and I'll run it. What were the final moments like? You may not be dead, but no matter what, life as you know it has changed. You have parents, brothers, friends. What do you have now? Strangers? A fate worse than that? Abusive strangers? Are you even still with us? Where are you, Summer? If you're alive, are you safe? If you're alive, are you in danger? If you were dead, how and who did it? You aren't with your family, the family you knew. Sure, living conditions may not be ideal, but you knew it was home. You knew your mom and dad. And we don't get to choose who our parents are. The universe just manifested a lottery of life. There's a lot of people looking for you. There's a lot of people talking about you. Some true, some not. It's hard to tell. But you didn't deserve this. No child deserves this. Whatever this is, you don't deserve it. Sometimes the people we count on to protect us do the most harm. Sometimes it's physically, sometimes it's mentally, sometimes it's both. And sometimes there are strangers that we come into contact with that want to do us harm. Oftentimes our guardians and protectors expose us to situations and people that want to do us harm. And our protectors are flawed humans. But at 5, it's hard for you to tell. Sometimes they put their needs and interests above their children's. They don't always mean to, they just can't help themselves. It's how they were raised, and it might not have been in them to change that. Sometimes I think about the short existence that some people face in this world, wondering, that was life as they knew it. 5 years old and you vanish off the face of the earth. You didn't do that on your own. You had help getting to wherever you are. Wherever that is, I hope it's safe, though I fear it's not. I don't know who did what to you, or where they put you, or how they left you, but somebody did it. And it will be fall soon, and the leaves will start to turn colors, will start to get a little colder out.
Pretty soon you'll be able to smell the chimney smoke from the distant houses. And most of us will go on with our lives running the rat race in hopes that one day we'll get a notification or a text saying they found you. I hope that day comes. We want closure. We want to know what happened. And we want to see justice served. If you are alive, crimes in your name have been committed and people should pay. It's a tough world out there, but I'm afraid you may already, at the tender age of 5, learn that life lesson far before you were supposed to. I don't even know you personally, but I know a lot of kids just like you. Innocent, doe-eyed kids who like to get dirty and run around and be loud. That's all any of us ever wanted to do as kids. Annoy our parents, cuddle with them when we are scared in hopes that they will tell us everything would be okay. There's a lot of people here that wish they could tell you everything is going to be okay. My grandpa used to say, we got to do better. Even when we're doing good, he says, we still got to get better. I think what he meant is we got to do better for our kids, for our family, for ourselves. Because if we can't be better for us, how are we going to be better for you kids? Our hope is your disappearance was not in vain, that maybe some light can be found in this. It takes something major to break the cycle of abuse in families. Hopefully this is what breaks the cycle, so the next couple of generations can live a good, healthy life. It's not fair that you had to be the catalyst for this. Nevertheless, you are a hero, whether you know it or not. Kids go missing all the time. Some make it back home, some never do. Who decides? I will never know. Just know you didn't deserve this, whatever this is. And I hope that justice will be served. Whoever did this.
Anyway, there it is. Kind of depressing.
When did you write that?
Probably 5-6 months ago. 5 or 6 months ago. You know, I gotta tell you, it took a lot out of me. It was the middle of the night, and I'm not sure why I was struggling that night, but sometimes these things really, really start to get to you. And it was kind of therapeutic, but at the same time, it was just like, you know, and I was, you know, my hope was that maybe she can hear this one day, or, you know, I didn't have any, that was just a thought, not that I believed that it would happen or believed that it would happen. And at first, when I did it, I wasn't going to release anything. It just did it as kind of therapy. And then when I re-listened, or when I wrote it and then I read it out loud, and then I remember going, I really feel like I've captured something here, that I was just really in a different zone at that time. And I was, I said, well, you know, maybe we can at least try to honor her and bring some civility to the situation. And they actually ended up playing it at one of her prayer vigils in Tennessee. They asked me if they could, in her hometown, and I was like, man, my funky little letter made it all the way to her hometown vigil, you know, and I was honored that they did that. I whoever set that up, I was very honored that they did. It was really good. It was nice that they did that. But that was a long time. I mean, it feels like forever ago that I did that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I care a lot about a lot of these cases. I care a tremendous deal about, and but at the same time, I talk about all kinds of different stuff, but I don't know. I got swooped up into the Summer Wells case really by accident. I had no. I did like little short documentaries on YouTube. That's what I was doing. I wasn't like a live streamer, but I was a podcaster.
Yeah.
And I came across the story of Summer a few weeks after she went missing, and I remember just kind of making a video about like, if you have any information, blah blah blah. And then I started looking into it a little more, and I said, what happened, with this little girl? And then I just started finding out all kinds of, the nuances of the case and who the parents were. And then it just all started kind of unfolding. And I just found myself covering it, meaning I didn't come from, I don't know if you're familiar with the Orrin and Orson case that the parents were just charged with murder.
No, I'm not.
Out in Cal City. And so I didn't come from any real previous. I just did documentaries on YouTube. That was it. What I mean by that is I would write and narrate stories and make videos about just crimes, like, some known, some not. And Summer was a video that I chose to do. And then from there, that's how I got really going on this case. But I've covered lots of different like crime cases in the past. Like I made a Columbine documentary. I've made a Titanic documentary. Not that was crime, but I interviewed a young man that was in the library at Columbine when the massacre went on in there. But Summer's case just kind of floated across my screen because I'm out here in California and it's not really well known out here at all.
Yeah.
And I think maybe through more of the Midwest it is, but here just not so much. And that's how, and it just got crazier by the day. It just got crazier by the day, and the more information. And then I remember when Chris McDonough's videos came out about Summer, and when he was doing the interviews, and it just shed so much. That's when this case really, really, because then at that point there was so much infrastructure on the case. You saw the inside of the house. You saw, where they were that day, according to Candace. Dawn threatening, Chris, and then us finding out about other crimes that he committed and things like that. And I just knew that something. I thought this case would have been solved, honestly, months ago. Never expected it to go on this long. And there were some days where you just want to go, yeah, you know what, dude, I can't do this. And I don't talk about it every day because I can't. And it's not, there's other missing children, that deserve their stories to be covered too. And I started to kind of get fed up with the sideshow of it. And
I'm afraid that's what's happened with a lot of law enforcement. It's become, and we don't really talk about it on here. We've never really talked about that case, and we don't use her pictures or anything because I don't want to be one of those ones who I feel like a lot of people are just using her name and image to exploit and try to get views and clicks and subs. But I think there's been so many distractions with people claiming to know things, people like Ernie, and pointing the finger at just about everybody in the world that law enforcement, they know whatever they know, but at some point they start taking things, less seriously. And I hope I'm wrong, but you got to think that they hear the same thing from the same nut jobs over and over and over. Only the name changes, like, and just crazy stuff that only in
Well, you want to know? You want to know something? That's the reason I stayed on this, was because I felt that the seesaw was teetering the wrong way, and there were many times where I was like, you know what, I can't. But at the same time, I felt as though, and there were people that would beg me, please don't stop, please don't, because I was like, when I mean stop, I was like, other people can cover this case. I don't need to.
Yeah.
But then I start seeing just like people, like what you said, this grifting mentality and this, exploitation, and look, we all make money on videos, and that's not really the issue, because like I said, what I've been doing for 5 years now, 6-7 years, is I've been podcasting, I've been doing documentaries, I've been live streaming, things like that. And
well, that's a different thing than when I say exploiting. I mean, I'm talking about, I've seen so many videos advertised with that little girl's picture on it,
right? Well,
saying Summer Wells found or something like that, and then you get excited and you look at the video and it never says a damn thing about her at all. Like,
right, exactly, right, exactly, and that was a major problem for me as well. And kind of moving forward, if you have something to legitimately talk about, and but to carelessly throw her name up for a live stream and then veer off into something else, it's not the pictures that bother me, because people should know what she looks like. It's not the pictures, it's the new info, Summer Wells new info, Summer Wells case update, Summer Wells mom Candace gets a new hairdo,
Yeah.
Summer Wells mom and dad are fighting again. And then we'd cover it, and basically the way I would cover it was go, look, dude, these people are scumbags, where's the kid? Once again, we're not talking about where Summer is. What we're talking about is Dawn and Candace doing, look, there's people that believe they're innocent. Fair enough. And I'm not even going to say anything about that. But the way that they've treated their children, all of them, even the previous children that they have, I have a major issue with. Okay. And so I've been somewhat relentless on them because of their actions. Don saying that he pulled out $2,000 out of an ATM, showing that he didn't need to sell her. And then he says he went to Knoxville and started passing out crack cocaine to everybody and having a fun time. And I'm just going, that is one of the stupidest things I've ever heard. Like, your daughter's missing and you're doing what? So, like I said, there are people that think that they're innocent, and there are people that use Summer's name to whatever.
You've literally got some creators, like YouTube creators, selling T-shirts, candles, and sweatshirts with her friggin' name and picture on it, and for what? Who's getting that money? They are. It's not to raise money for Summer Wells' family or search efforts or anything like that. It's just raising money for themselves, and that is disgusting. Like, that's just makes me sick to my stomach.
Yeah, look, man. I mean, the fact that people will just night after night relentlessly throw up her name on a show that has almost nothing to do with her to maybe get a few people through the gate is it's criminal to me.
I think so too. I think it should be.
And look, man, people have accused me of they say, oh, you don't care about Summer, you care about well, I mean, look, YouTube doesn't really exactly pay like that great. And it's not about money, or I would have stuck with the Spotify 5-year deal that, I was looking at. But I wanted to try and do something different. And it's not, look, we all got to make money. We all make money, but we also, I cover a lot of different cases. I talk about a lot of different stuff. And I've almost bowed out of this several times, only because of certain people that I really truly care about, and Summer being one of them. I thought that bringing what I thought was civility to the case and trying to keep a balance for people that want to hear facts about the case, and maybe somewhat of an educated opinion. And when you're speculating, you say, I'm speculating here. I don't do anything but that. But it's just, this case will either be solved, which I'm hoping it will be, or cold. I hope that this ends, and I hope it ends tomorrow, and that the law can take over completely in this case. Justice be served. If Summer's out there alive, that she comes back and in the hands of people that will take care of her. But she's got to come home either way. Not when I say home, not figuratively, but find her.
Yeah.
And I want this case to end. And I'm telling you, I would be 110% content if it ended tonight, where, it's that way people can't, that way nobody else can drag this out. It has become like I said, a sideshow, and I'm really hoping that this is over with. I think about, like, hopefully tomorrow is the last day. Hopefully tomorrow is the last day. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And
you can tell there's a difference in what you're doing and what so many others do. Like, and I'm not saying all the others are bad either.
Not at all.
I mean, there's a lot of people with genuine concern and genuine feelings, and but there's so many. I think the bad outweigh the good in this case. Like, as far as and I know we use this term kind of loosely, but scams, and it's specifically even with Predator Hunter Nation, they specifically say, Ernie within the last week has said, what did we do? Why are people coming at us so hard? Because we got too close. We got too close to finding out what happened to Summer Wells. Horse shit.
All right.
I mean, if Ernie could find Summer Wells, I'd be the first one to congratulate him. Even Tina, if she finds her, and it's not involved, of course, but if she legitimately helped bring that little girl home, then I'd be the first to congratulate them and thank them. But for them to blame the Summer Wells situation on the reason why they have trolls or the reason why they're going out of business, is just ridiculous.
Yeah, and like I said, a lot of these, a lot of what's happening is, I got other partners and friends that I do stuff with and shows, and I mean we have a lot of plans, and we have I have a case right now that I've been working on, and it happened in 2007. A young 23-year-old boy went missing, and I've been speaking with the family, and we just had I'll be talking about it this week on my show, but we just had a major break from a 2007 case, like a major break, and we have so many other cases that are going on, and that Michael Vaughn is another huge case that we've really thrown our hat into and trying to bring more. That's what this should be about, is bringing awareness.
Yeah.
And then but then on the other hand, I do a lot of shows. Like I said, I do a show called Lab and Friends, where we don't necessarily talk about anything true crime related or anything else. We were arguing about deli meat one day, and because you got to kind of break it up, and it's not all doom and gloom every day. But if you do that every day, and then you're throwing up these missing children, you throw their names up with nothing to report on, nothing to give an opinion about. It's not acceptable, in my opinion. And I've been very critical of that over, especially the last 3 months. I said, what are people doing? Just throwing her name up there for no reason at all. And it's just, you're right. It's wrong. And Taylor says right now, Summer Wells doesn't need coverage 1 to 6 hours lives every day. Of course. And but the fact of the matter is, that's the case that people are invested in this community. A lot of people that are watching your show right now come from that community, Jimbo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Most people are very invested in this, and the people show up for it. That's the thing, that the audience, they have great intentions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the audience wants justice, and they want to know new information. And a lot of them watch us for that information. And so when we have something, they show up, and then people figured that out. And because if they covered something else, they couldn't take a hit in their numbers. They didn't like that. And, right. Instead of, 400 people being in a room, you get 200. Well, that's just how it is. Okay. And so if you're going to exploit names and try and build your numbers, which ultimately can lead to more ad revenue, more super chats, more, whatever, then that's what they do, because it's a game to them. And, I see it happening.
Yeah.
And like I said, I want I don't know, I can't speak for anybody else, but I feel like there's a lot of people that don't want it to end, because it's lucrative.
Then I find something else to do.
Well, that, and it's kind of become a small economy unto itself, this whole story, and it's not good. And a lot of people just aren't interested in wanting to hear anything else at some point, and so it sucks. And I get it. I get why people want to know. I get why people show up. But I'm 110% ready, and I've been like this for a while, that this case, Summer deserves to be whatever the end is. It needs to happen, and it's really sad.
Yeah, I agree.
And you're totally right about it, man. You're totally right about the exploitation and yeah, it's rough, man. It's rough because some of us actually, and there are, and it's not just me. There are others actually really care, you know. But I can't really speak. I know that there are ones out there that don't care, but I can't speak for everybody. I know that there are others that care, and I know that most of the audience out there cares. Everybody wants a resolution, and then there's some creators and what a term that is, by the way, creators. Everybody calls themselves I'm a YouTube creator. Well, not what exactly do a lot of people, or I don't call live streaming necessarily creating. Like, so you guys had Bernie Smell on yesterday, right? Like, that's a production. That is it's a skit, and that's content. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't just throw something on and go and then start just playing a bunch of stuff that's not yours, and that's how that goes all the time. But you guys have content, which is great.
Thank you.
I don't know what the hell Matt's doing though.
I'm just sitting here listening, man.
You work today?
Yeah, I worked a little bit.
Tired boy, probably.
It's always the weekends, man.
So
always.
Is Jimbo right? Are you having a post 49 crash?
No.
That's good.
Well, it was kind of a joke because I just turned 49. I said it was kind of a joke because I just turned 49 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's good. Did you have a good birthday at least?
Yeah. I mean,
Kemper is
that works.
Somebody said Kemper's just vibing. I agree with that. Kemper is vibing. Vibe master. It's storming where you are?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you were breaking up earlier, huh?
I had to shut my phone off and turn it back on, and I kept leaving the studio and coming back in, and it kept buffering or something. I don't know what it was doing, but all I heard was robots. So
yeah, that's all we could hear when you were talking to. Is just like couldn't make out what you were saying at all.
Well, I went to YouTube to see if it was coming through like that over there, and it wasn't. And I was like, man, what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, people are talking about pickles in the chat. I've had some epic rants, I guess, on YouTube about like meaningless stuff. And I
we do that.
What's that?
I said we do that. We go talk about stuff that has no bearing on anything in the world.
Yeah, I went off for 30 minutes about pickles and the coverage that they should put, like the way that you lay pickles on a sandwich, where it should cover every square inch, where each bite you should get a pickle.
I agree.
And I drew a diagram and everything. And I remember somebody in the chat goes, because I don't remember. I think we were talking about that little girl from Australia that they found, and this lady puts, I didn't come here to watch you talk about pickles for 30 minutes. Like, well, too bad, because it's my show. And now everywhere I go, look, I mean, they're talking about pickles.
I was going to say, I know one show, we had a little debate going on about Emmett Smith and Barry Sanders.
Yeah, we talked about that for about an hour, probably.
Oh, what about them?
Our opinions.
One of them's the greatest of all time. The other one's Barry Sanders.
Like I said, our opinions.
Well, yeah, Barry Sanders quit while he was like still good.
Yeah.
So how can he be the greatest of all time?
He's not. Well, I said one of them was the greatest of all time. And the other one was Barry Sanders.
I don't think Emmitt Smith's the greatest either.
Who you got?
Probably Jim Brown or OJ.
OJ was a beast.
OJ?
OJ was a beast.
He was definitely a killer, that's for sure. But yeah, Jim Brown or OJ, how many rings he got between them?
I don't know. We're not talking about that, are we?
You don't want to play that with Jim Brown.
Why do we play football?
Didn't he have 5
for records?
No, I don't think he won 5 Super Bowl rings in 6 years.
No. Well, they didn't have the Super Bowl like they do now.
Yeah, I don't think he had 5.
Well,
5 in 6 years is pretty good.
Oh, is Emmitt Smith the rushing leader?
He's the all-time leading rusher. Yes.
There you go. I guess that settles that. But I mean, if you chop them up into like their prime, like the 10-year prime, because he played forever.
That's part of my argument. But.
Yeah, but his last 3 years, he didn't even he was just a shell of himself. He didn't even play much.
I remember he played for the Cardinals.
Yeah,
Gale Sayers, that's a good one too.
Gale Sayers, if he would have had a full career, it wouldn't be a debate at all.
I like Natron Means. I'll take him.
Yeah, but when you're talking about greats in history, you don't say if.
Football sucks.
Because if Peyton Manning was a little bit better, then he might be in the conversation with Tom Brady, but he's not.
Well, he was a better quarterback.
How do you figure that?
Well, I think Aaron Rodgers is a better quarterback than Tom Brady.
How do you figure that?
I don't know. He's more talented.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not a Tom Brady fan, but there's absolutely no way you can convince me that there's a better quarterback in the history of the game ever.
If you're comparing Super Bowls, yes. if you're comparing ability, there's a lot more better than Brady.
Of course.
How does that even come out of your mouth?
Because
what do you mean, like as ability? What do you mean? Like if you're just going to say ability, then Randall Cunningham's the greatest of all time.
No.
Randall Cunningham can throw the ball 80 yards from his knees. Randall Cunningham run a 4.2 40.
Well, hey, so could Terrell Pryor and so could Cardell Jones.
They're better athletes. All of them are better
Terrell
athletes.
Pryor? You're telling me Terrell Pryor can throw the ball 80 yards from his knees?
I think he was doing it 70. But him and Cardell Jones were known for having really strong arms, dude.
From his knees.
I think Jamarcus Russell threw it 70 yards on his butt.
You're the guys wanting to talk about their abilities, and that makes them a better quarterback.
No, I'm not. Look, there's a difference between all-time winning quarterbacks and Super Bowl holders, and it's the old Michael Jordan versus LeBron debate. Who cares? Different eras, different teams, different receivers, different offensive lines, different coaches, different. If the Patriots had to play in a different division, would they have been as good? Probably not.
Why do you say that?
Well, I mean, they had some easy routes.
And if all that doesn't matter, then why is there even a debate? Why does anybody even say it?
Say what?
That there's somebody's better than the other.
Well, because physical ability, like Aaron Rodgers, look, it's just about who you surround yourself with, and by the way, Brady.
Tell me Aaron Rodgers has not had the weapons that Tom Brady's had. Is that what you're saying?
I'm telling you that, yeah. I mean, that's a fact, though.
Oh my God, Tom Brady was stacked last year when you got to Tampa Bay, and this year, but over his career, he's won more with less than anybody.
How many MVPs has he won?
Don't know how many.
Tom Brady? I don't know. Not very many.
3 or 4.
Maybe. Let me see.
He's got 7 Super Bowl rings, though.
I know. I heard you. I could care less about that, though.
Then why do they play? Do they play to say,
Okay, I'll take Aaron Rodgers in a skills challenge. How's that?
Yeah, that's what he's trying to say, man. But
in a skill challenge?
Yeah, I think he can throw the ball farther. I think he's more accurate. I think he can run faster.
He's more of an athlete. Yes.
I think I think you put.
So are they playing football or are they having an athletic competition?
Both. That's what I said. I'm taking, and I'm a Steeler fan too. And so Tom Brady can suck it because all he did, they would just do these stupid zone drags and he'd throw the ball 40 times a game. He sucks. I hate the guy.
Yeah.
And his Uggs.
See, that's where we're different. Like, I don't, in our opinions, because I hate Tom Brady too. I absolutely cannot stand Tom Brady at all. Like, it makes me sick to even think. Like, I'm just sick of him. But how do you deny he's the greatest of all time?
He's a great quarterback. I got no beef there.
And the second greatest of all time, none of you have even mentioned, and he's also Joe Montana. He's also a player that I never could stand. Like, be real. If you can admit players you don't like are the best.
Yeah, Tom Brady is the most winning quarterback when it comes to Super Bowls. Yes, there's no doubt that he reigns supreme with championships, but that does not mean that he's the most physically gifted quarterback ever.
I did not say he was the most physically gifted quarterback ever.
We were talking about.
I said he is the best quarterback ever.
He's won the most Super Bowls ever. Yeah, I know.
The best quarterback to ever put on a uniform and play football.
Best quarterback to ever deflate a football and do the tuck rule.
Yeah, buddy. I mean, it's easy to throw out little things like that and take little jabs and jibs, but
he lost to
all he is about results, man.
Lost to Eli Manning twice.
DP, what are you saying? I don't see your comment. See, I'm not paying attention to you. Let's see what I miss. I'm backing up. Look at it. What? Yeah, I don't know what I missed here.
Yeah, DP said something dirty. I don't know.
Something about a vibrator. Yeah.
That's unbelievable. All right. Well, I got to head to bed, man. Thanks for having me up again. We'll talk soon.
Yeah, man. Thank you, buddy.
All right. Take care, guys.
See you, buddy. Yeah. Well, we're going to have a sports night maybe one night and just talk and let everybody see what they got to say. Oh, you hate sports. That's why you're talking dirty. I get it. Okay. I see. My wife hates it too. She hates when I talk about players that she don't understand and don't know what I'm talking about. She just gets mad and why do you even care? Well, it's kind of what I do. My wife's in the chat. I didn't even know it. I just had to mute it and say, are you in the chat or somebody trolling me here? It's my damn wife. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Thelma Collins.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, kind of got away from us tonight. We was I wanted to talk a little bit more about Gigi and all the stuff she's been saying, but he talked a little bit about Josh there, and somebody pointed that out, and then I see if he wanted to explain it, and we got off track quite a bit. So, but anyway, we learned some things that I didn't know about the Summer Wells case, and honestly, I haven't looked at it a whole lot. Everybody's saying hi, Mrs. Jimbo. I guess you can see them now, huh? But anyway, like I said, I haven't looked at it a whole lot because I didn't want to, and I still don't want to. I don't want to get into covering it. It breaks my heart with anything like that. Just any kind of family situation that where somebody's hurt or missing, or and I know from a parent's point of view, what it feels like or what it would feel like. I don't know. My wife and I did lose our firstborn child, so I do know a little bit about it. It's heartbreaking, man. It's crushing. But we now our baby didn't live that long, just a few minutes, but I can't imagine having a toddler, or baby that age, and they be here one day and the next day you don't know where they're at. So that's part of the reason why I avoid that. It's not what we set out to do here, and we will cover things like that at some point. But like I was telling Josh, there's so many people, and Josh is obviously not one of them. But there's so many people that just throw that little baby's pictures up and claim to have information, and it's just, and then they don't. So they get people's hopes up. Like some of you follow that case. Put a 1 up in the chat if you're familiar with the case and that you actually have a vested interest in it, and you're interested in what happens. Those people that put a 1 up, you're the ones that are going to get excited when you see somebody's posted news on Summer Wells, or see her picture posted and say, we finally know what happened, something like that. You're going to be excited. Open up that video or story, and then see that there's nothing there, and then it's heartbreak all over again, and then you get anger over it. It's just, so that's why, in a nutshell, that's the reason why we don't really talk about it that much. And we will talk about certain things, and especially when it's tied in with the predator hunter morons. And that's another reason why Gigi is, because she's one of those ones that has all this information too. And I think my voice is going out. But anyway, for this coming week, I'm going to plug in my new disk drive, and we'll actually watch the trial in real time, and the arson investigators. I will give you a little nugget of information. I don't think I've told you, Matt. But while watching like I said, the experts were so boring that I just kind of skipped over it. While watching a little bit today to try and figure out my disk drive, the arson investigator from the Kentucky State Police, there are 4 different fires set. I think we thought there were 2, right?
Yeah.
So there's actually 4 different fires set, and there's no accelerants.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's so
all 4 fires were basically what the opinion of the investigator was, that they lit it with a lighter or something like that. Just
they had to hold their hand there to get it ignited.
Yep.
So you would have to have 2 to 4 people to pull that off in that kind of fashion.
Possibly. I mean,
the flare showed around the same time. Was that from one spot?
Well, the another thing, part of that investigator, part of what he was saying was none of the fires were successful.
Right.
The one fire that actually caught and lit up was on a recliner next to the couch, and it caught fire and lit up, and the flames went up high enough to touch the ceiling and stuff and go up and make the flash, but it burned through the floor.
Huh.
So it didn't spread, and it burned through the floor into the basement.
Yeah, it just fell.
And he was saying that it was a relatively newer house, so it was kind of airtight. so there wasn't oxygen in there.
Yeah, there wasn't no way to burn.
Yep. So it just kind of went out real quick. So, but that'll be interesting. There's you a little glimpse into what we're going to see on that, and there's a lot more. There's a lot more. Also, I think you'll be able to hear the jailhouse interview with Shelby a little bit better, because it's actually not going to be me recording it on my phone from a computer in my son's room. I'm actually going to put it in the disk drive, put it on my screen, and then we'll try to adjust the acoustics somewhat, and maybe you can hear it better. So exciting stuff to come this week. Taylor Smith, your grandmother's name, or your mother's name's Thelma? That's cool. We don't know a whole lot of Thelmas. Like, it's kind of an older name. Like, my mom's name was Norma, and there's not a whole lot of, we don't know a whole lot of Normas either. We know a couple Thelmas, and my name's one of the most common names in the world, James. I'd say Matthew's pretty common too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Her daughter's boyfriend's name.
Matthew? It is, ain't it?
What?
My daughter's boyfriend's name is Matthew.
Tell Taylor Smith my middle name is not Louise.
No, her name's not Louise. It's actually
I don't like that joke.
Marie. Thelma Marie. Oh, no, Taylor Smith's mom's middle name is Louise, honey. It's not a joke.
Okay, sorry.
Edith, yeah, that's an older name too. So let's go about 10 more minutes. Let's see some names, some older names that you guys actually know that are in your family, or that friends of yours that.
I was going to say, I know a lot of my family from Kentucky. These are definitely Kentucky names. One was Nina Sue.
Oh, yeah.
Thelma Lou. I'm going to say Teresa Lynn, which is my sister's name. And then she is named after our cousin that's named after another cousin.
Man, there's like 100 ways to spell Teresa, too. You know it?
Yep.
Yeah, Frida. I know a couple of Fridas. Billy's mom's name's Frida, too. Marcella. Boy, I ain't seen that in a long time.
I'm going to say Mary Lou was one of my aunts. Nina Sue, Thelma Lou.
Is your aunt from Kentucky named Nina Sue?
Yeah.
So Thelma's mom, one of her best friends, was named Nina.
They were from Virgie area. But they live in Ohio now, but they're still from Kentucky. Like all the Ohio or the Kentucky family that moved away, they all moved to Ohio across the river. So.
Oh gosh.
But they're farmers instead of coal miners now.
Allie Cattail said hi, Mrs. Jimbo. Said her step-grandma lost a child very young and still grieves for her. She has all her baby clothes we just found in her house. Same home, 50 plus years.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like we were married. Like, I don't know if I've ever told the story, but like Thelma's mom wouldn't let us date. So I was 18 and she was 15. So we ran away together. Yeah, she turned 16 like 3 weeks after we ran away. So I'm just a little over 2 years older than her. But anyway, so 18 and 16, we ran away together because her mom wouldn't let us date. And we went to Charlotte, North Carolina. I started working, had a couple jobs, and but we were married when we came home. We got married, and we were married for 10 years before we ever had our first child. And it wasn't by accident, or it wasn't by plan. It was just that's the way it worked out for us. And when our first baby was born, she went into labor like at 19 weeks. And so baby really didn't have a chance. So she lived, just a few minutes and died while I was holding her. Yeah, and that's been almost 20 years ago, and it feels like yesterday.
And that's why these 4 in here are spoiled rotten.
Yeah, that's definitely why our children are spoiled now. But and that's why it's so heartbreaking for those kind of cases. It's just so many people don't take care of their kids, or and like I said, we were married so long we didn't think we could have kids, and then when our son James was born, after our baby girl passed away, we thought he was going to be the only child because we hadn't had no luck, so we spoiled the shit out of him, and then all of a sudden, two people who weren't able to get each other pregnant were like, every time we bump into each other, she got pregnant. So we ended up with 4, and here we are.
That last one about killed me, and that's the last one he got.
Yeah, we stopped after my baby girl, Molly. We didn't make it to the hospital in time. She was already in labor, and she didn't get to have an epidural. And that was the last one. She said if Molly had been first, no epidural, there would not have been any more. So thank you all. Thank you all. But anyway, tomorrow night I'm going to need to take a day off unless there's something that comes up and we need to jump on and do some coverage. If that's so, we'll announce it and put it on as soon as we can. And but if not, we will come back and see you guys Monday night. You're off Monday, right, Matt?
Yeah.
Let's set it for 10:05 and see what goes from there. But I'll set it for Monday night, 10:05, and you guys, that'll give us 2 days of calls from Shelby. So I think he gets to make calls tomorrow, definitely by Monday. But keep those questions coming. We'll have, we'll play those. Like I said, I'm gonna try to break it down into segments. We may do like 45 minutes of trial coverage. We may watch one of the experts and break that down. We hear Matt's expert opinion on arson. Are you keeping up? Just checking. No. Just checking. But anyway, we'll break it down into segments, and we'll do the Shelby interviews, and then we'll have another segment, and we may have Bernie on. Maybe the showdown between Bernie and Jamie. I think Josh thought like Bernie was legitimately wanting to go at Jamie. I was like, I had to explain. No, man, no, it's it's Bernie. You do what he do.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for hanging out so long, especially on Matt's birthday / little after his birthday. So I'd say over the last 2 nights, you spent more time with us than anybody else on your birthday, right? Except for the people you work with.
Yeah.
So throw some hearts up to Matt for his birthday. Put a 49 and a heart for Matt for his birthday.
Thank you, guys.
And we will see you guys Monday at 10:05, unless something comes up tomorrow. So I'm Jimbo.
I'm Kemper.
We are The Stand.